goodness and mercy, they are following. I've been worried. No minute person, no. I've been worried. See, Baba, Fala. I've been worried. Oh, why do you person, no? I've been worried. See, me, Baba, Saba. When you're in the boss, no.
Time just 32 minutes past 8 o'clock and pay. I've been with you. Very special moment and pay. Nasi and out in the canopy. Hear the music from Yaboating and Aku Bless. In the meantime, Friday morning, Social Friday, once again, a very special welcome to you and to all friends and loved ones that pay. Wishing you all the best of luck this morning. Looking at the weather conditions, maybe hopefully it's going to be bright and sunny in the afternoon. And pay very cool atmosphere this morning, very chilly starts. And pay. And moving on quickly now, acknowledge your proud sponsors, those making it possible. Mobile money to major networks in Ghana, cash pick up to 18 banks and all banks in Ghana. Airtime top up. I'm acknowledging Unity Link Financial Services Limited. They happen to be in very existence years. Talking about Unity Link Financial Services Limited, all the accoutrements. Sikamania Krabia with the two man short net them. Our proud and major sponsor no pay. In the meantime, welcome to the Realm of Heavens, the gateway to own property in Ghana. Living home starting and just making sure everything has been converted into cities instead of dollars. And for many Ghanaians living abroad, the dream of owning a property in Ghana, the Realm of social housing, one more time, to make home ownership even easier. Realm has partnered with leading banks in Ghana to offer a tailored mortgage solutions and a flexible financing option with just a deposit before you can commence, making sure every month you pay some money for your mortgage. Into 11 years duration period, making the journey to a home ownership simple and stress-free. Real for and pay and so in the meantime, in between time. So we quite greeting to acknowledge Real Social Housing for and pay the discontinued Abronya trial. It's embarrassing. Bakavamaho has stated he is a legal practitioner. A private legal practitioner says activist Oliver Bakavamaho has weighed in on the case involving Kwame Bafo-Abronye, describing the prosecution as an embarrassment and also calling on the Attorney General Dominic Ayeni to discontinue the matter. In a Facebook post on Thursday, the 14th, 2026, Thursday, May 2026, Bakavamaho shared a copy of the amended charge sheet filed at the Accra Circuit Court and wrote, "File nolli prosequi in this matter. This is just embarrassing. A nolli prosequi is a formal notice by the Attorney General indicating that the state does not intend to continue the prosecution case. The charge sheet shows that Kwame Bafo-Abronye, popularly known as Kwame Bafo-Abronye, also called DC, facing 2 counts of offensive conduct, conducive to breach of the peace, and also publication of false news. According to the prosecution, the Bono regional chairman of the New Patriotic Party allegedly made remarks in April 2026 directed at a circuit court judge, indulging or including statement that the judge was not a judge, but rather a politician who had covered your hair with a sack and also claim you are a judge. And the prosecution argues that the comments were abusive and likely to disturb public peace. In the second conduct of the count, prosecutors allege that the same remarks which also circulated widely on social media amounted to false news likely to cause fear and panic. The charge sheet identifies Kwame Bafo-Abronye, 44-year-old farmer and his deputy superintendent of the police, Emmanuel Nyamiche, as the prosecuting officer. Bakavamaho's reaction has sparked debate online, with some agreeing that the charges appear excessive, while others insist that attacks on judicial officers should be dealt with firmly through the court. Abronya DC was remanded into custody by the Accra Circuit Court on Wednesday, the 13th, and also expected to reappear before the court on the 27th of May. Enti Baka Vamaho, who happened to be a legal practitioner at the same time, an activist, is saying, sir, the case is not meritorious, and the Attorney General should discontinue and file a nolle prosequi. Na ontumi discontinue sase because enya asem bia ese wudi echi ewesi bibia ewo ho nti file nolle prosequi to discontinue the case. In the meantime, in between time, the majority chief whip and member of parliament for South Dai, Roxanne Dafia-Makpo, has revealed that parliament, together with some key state institutions, have stepped in following the detention of the member of parliament for Asante Achim North in Netherlands. He said the incident occurred on Sunday, May 10th, which was immediately brought to the attention of parliamentary leadership after it was informed of it earlier that morning. According to him, the matter was first escalated within parliament before majority leader contacted authorities in the northern and the Netherlands to establish the circumstances leading to the MP's detention. Speaking on Channel 1 TV, The Point View, on Wednesday, Dafia-Makpo said, response has since not widened to include the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, Ghana's embassy in The Hague, and also the Attorney General Department, the Speaker of Parliament, and the Clerk to Parliament. So I was the first person he called and told me about the issue. So quickly, I had to also refer the issues to my principals. So eventually, I got my leader, who was himself on transit to Heathrow in London. So he had to fly to Schiphol Airport to go and engage for about 2 or 3 hours to understand the issue. Since then, we have brought in the foreign minister, and we brought our ambassador to The Hague, and also he explained that Attorney General's involvement has been necessary due to legal issues connected to the Rome Statute, and also concerns surrounding the use of the MP's diplomatic passport. We brought in the Attorney General because he has to deal with some legal issues in terms of the Statute of Rome, because he is traveling on a diplomatic passport. The Speaker himself has been brought in, and he explained. Dafia-Makpo revealed that Parliament has arranged the legal representation for the detention of the lawmaker, adding that the Ghanaian lawyer based in Den Haag is currently working on the case. So we have coordinated this matter very well. We have a lawyer for him. The lawyer is a Ghanaian based in Hague, and he has qualified in Hague, so he practiced there. So he's dealing with the issue. And more or less, he said discussions and consultations has been ongoing since Sunday, May 10th, 2026, with continuous engagement among diplomatic and legal teams to secure a resolution. According to him, Parliament has coordinated all relevant institutions to ensure a structured response to the situation. He also assures that the detained MP is safe and in good condition. Dafia-Makpo noted that although the trip was private, the use of diplomatic passport has made the matter one requiring urgent state and parliamentary attention. He added that diplomatic and legal processes are ongoing as authorities work to resolve the matter. Enti Dafia-Makpo, the majority chief whip in Parliament, the Nsema to Jefa, Asante Achim North MP, are detaining no Netherlands. Like I say, Abain It's true because of diplomatic passport. Ne Osansi MP no. Say nya lawyer bia. Ono ewo The Hague with the kind enya lawyer. Ono so a start say or start a process no. Enti sansemi sana kwa na say Attorney General ebebim na Speaker of Parliament so be issue statement and now so say near senior fata all the requirements that would detailed his presence in Parliament as a member of Parliament and also the diplomatic passport and chichimo some de ma ne kwam some de faso na bia mbetwa age MP ewo Den Hague nti no ho nsem anopei enso ho yakweni na to admire so anopei nsem no
the news, the interviews, and what have you, all packed and ready to go on your favorite radio station. On Digital Online.
Amphibia sign and Amphibia Sunim WhatsApp. Now, yeah, your Unity link there. What die come up so? And into the air casse. Yen impasa COVID-19 in the Wafem. Abra when you have Wafon in here. And Epa what da beam. Yadiani just some nam. Unity link say link up. Download the Unity link app. No, let's send the sticker free. Yeah, purchase free. Kululu bi any baby. Send the sticker ko Ghana. Abra wuntia dama. Download. Na use code way 0 fees. Na no. Was so for pa Unity link. Abayo kama. Abra won wa chire ka bia. Wo because so baby before fro bia ma wa boa wa dada. Sikamani am champion there. No any Unity link. Emma wen fa ko ho. Download the Unity link app no. Na link up.
Tiambra as obi a me twe se emre bi beduru a me di mine so no e wo se obi ya ade na tiambra menka so ye mama nyokuo ni nti no chenchenchene a menko ka se ye nya no because o ye MPP ni na ne ho ofa chen obi anti eni kwan se obumbra so a ye di eye ne na me de ye ma wreho pa ye abronya a wo refer ne wo mu no because ade abronye aye no ye very grievous abronya akoya ade a he's bringing the whole administration of justice into disrepute. Abronya ko threaten judge.
Yeah, but it remains an allegation.
An allegation
which has to be proven in court.
Abronya say no ne dia so ni mu you see.
Yes.
Abronya ko threaten judge a wotie adwamu so your political judge. Na judge atare e no kra MPP atare no de won twen obey de obehu. Asa threaten police. So mo your political police no mo twen obehu. Ye wo kromo ha. Emre bi drew under MPP. Yes, owura bi a ye friend no hene babo ama bene okay.
Yes.
No wo eye TVSYZ and another ne Dr. Baumia we vice president o. Yes say wakoka say eye wakofre justices are no mu di 2020 election petition no unanimous FC. Na omoni akufu ado crashia ansa no mo be the judgment. Yes, wakoya ade a scandalize court no. Wakoka asem a bring the administration of justice into disrepute. Ye che no ye jeli no 3 years obi mebo ana sa abra na Dr. Baumia na vice president o. And now be your opposition leader. Abronya ko committee a similar offense o ye vice president obi ko ye bia ye jeli no. And the wo as opposition leader no. O si esansa abronya ho ofa chen obi enti no. Bonia will be
contempt na 3 years.
3 weeks. They say 3 weeks.
Okay, yes.
3 weeks. 3 weeks. You jail in 3 weeks.
Sure.
And yet the longevity of the sentence, no. Name the fact that you have even been convicted, no. What you say? Adia will be quiet, you jail no. And the Dr. Baumia will say MPP ni akoye. Am I yen jano because of MPP ni? Now that is what he's saying.
No.
And no na ma aya ho no ti dia wo pa kire ne say under wo leadership as president no so obi ko threaten judge wo be ja na manako that is the implication right think or limiting who to David Sando the anokra because now the details are a bit sketchy what you say and na Dr. Baumia person o kire say obi threaten judge anya hwe o MPP ni ayin ja no manenko and no ya de a obi a wo pressure obeba be di o man so na ya de esesa wo don ho kɔ for mu ana enu ti na meka say enkofo bi na beka kire ne say oh ya tete MPP for in this one sorry no ameka bi amanfo beka say you are not in control ye wo opposition no ye demonstrations bebre some major demonstration bebre edumre bi na ye yase John Mahama mma bi o hwe ye de o de o pa hwe opposition aye call ye no ubet me aka demonstration back where John Mahama as opposition leader or baby. None. Edu baby and ye say na adenti na nipa ono ne ye konde aye dai ama no ade aye ye no mfa ne ho nya dai enhyem. Ba edru mre bi ne yeti ase se wo ye pani a ye se panyini kon ho ne ye ho akoma. Wo ye panyini a eniema bebre wo ho a wo yi wo ye dai efrim. Asema ebeba wo pani no odu ano beba betum na wo say ya asema emu dai emu odu na wo ye pani wo ye jata na de bia wanim frede wo dwomu a amanfo bebu say wo ye kraman baby ebedru abra wo ye wo pokra obi amfiu. That is where Dr. Baumia is getting to. That's where he's getting to. Obi akotretin judge na ya so ni mu ene wo kire say yenja na yenja na wo ba Obema omo de mraye adwuma no a omo protected the sanctity of the court no obe hold omo accountable. Na Ghana for omo jejireje, is this what an opposition leader is supposed to do? But Obi, let's put the entire conversation even in proper perspective. On my way you will no be ya de mra na etintim mra no on my no na mra no a de etitim on my no emma manu fa ahudie bi a saa fa ahudie ne nso no asudie ye dai ewo ho. Obi you a lawyer, you know say embedded in the enjoyment of every right are responsibilities.
Sure.
You can't claim to want to enjoy the right now while turning a blind eye to the responsibilities. It's a right to be any whether right of free speech and absolute. Obi, even the right to live, the most important, the right to life. It's not absolute. There are instances emra maho kwa say yitimi jini pankwa efri nsem meboa.
Yes.
If we are saying na hu hia chan kwa. So is the right to the freedom of speech. Freedom of speech, you know, ewo ba bia ekopem. So wo koke kan sem bia betimi atoto o man asomdwe ase, ebegu obi hu fi a. Emra maho kwan say esese ye twe waso. Na de ya me ya ne say enye bredi kan a ye de sa de yi eye adwumani. MPP wo ho ana Dr. Baumia ye vice president no. Omo de sa niema no eye adwuma Obi. Wo be kai owura bi a friend Bobi ansa wa Accra FM. 2022 mu ho. Ye se wakoka se ensase a ye tonton no won kran ha no first lady ehun wo mu bi. Na no no de koka ayo. Apolisifoɔ kye no de ne sie bɛyɛ nanan yɛ hwehwɛ ne baabi a ne ehu no under Dr. Baumia wanya no nko a journalist bi a ne yɛfrɛ no Caleb Kuda obi ukai yɛse wakotwa apolisifoɔ ka bi a asɛ si baabi
okotwa national security
Blue Gate ɔne gate bi a yɛse yɛfrɛ no Zori Abubedu kwala mrante wa yɛkyi ɔmo kɔhyɛ ɔmo baabi yɛ ɔmo yakayaka de under Dr. Baumia wo enya no nko obi ukai mre bi yɛse nkɔfo bi muntie 3 obi de na ɔmo kɔyɛyɛ yɛse radio so kasa ya na ɔmo kasa na ɔkɔ tra so yɛkyi ɔmo de ɔmo kɔ court ma obi jeli ɔmo 3 years enya no nko a obi apia stadium yɛse wakɔ ka asɛm agu mampanyina Kufuado ho fi na Dr. Baumia na vice president yɛkɔkyi no Kumase ɛkyekyere ne nsa ne ne nan te sɛ bia brekyire ɛde ne to pick up boot drive free crime na Dr. Baumia ni nyina ye kasa mu mfomso ya wo
pick up boots there you are
obi upa frapia stadium sesi a upa frapia me se upa frapia stadium sesi
na order pick up
boot ni adi ni free
from Kumasi
to Accra to Kumasi me say apia upa frapia stadium sesi ye no so okasa wo social media
so almost train 9 and insa
and to pick up boot from Accra to Kumasi obi because yesi wakokasa makasa na ye the atraso na mo abra mo ti akonya so no you punished people for exercising their right to free speech eniama anya de ankoye ne yabana mo makotena opposition na onkofo enso ekasa ma na traso na emra edi omo a wo se ehunehunu omo basa emfoni ya wutwa kire Ghana fo no se wo pani a eye Dr. Baumia wo kasa no sebi onu krisa etoso mienu sani America no only principles only moral scruples be out there the air politics into be any namrante be se kokasa na wa kokasa be. I think say it will serve Dr. Bawumia's image. It will do his image a lot of good if he begins to realize say position no kra no modu na motofo na mrante wa no a ye mrante wa ne de obi ujaya ye betwi ubonga wo because ye wade bia ye friend youthful exuberance ye moja na no ye dey ehye enti mpempi no eniema bebre wo ho a ye de akoma na ye de ye wi ansa ne ye de yadwene ho ti abire bi say that e was na na akomianom ne chimensa bonsumo ne
we fought hard for this democracy, and as a party we cannot surrender it to intimidation from those who possess temporary power today. Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia, Accra, Wednesday 13th May 2020. And we're here on the letterhead of the Office of His Excellency.
The news, the interviews, and what have you, all packed and ready to go on your favorite radio station, Hot Digital Online.
Bibi Ekoyi.
Oh, you go so kakaka.
Constituency Eboko.
Constituency you go your reorganization also.
Okay.
Na wo hwe said the amount for nia bre pese o ni SIF. I was say o my tia.
Oh share you hu de ekoso. It's true. It's true. One of these days obeba
atemu a yedi wo no e chinse ya beche wo mo so a e betumi abeche wo mo no na yakwa akwache wo mo enti asene e o kire bi ndi ho enti ehun be hia se ye be kai ye ho se ya amayofo se tumi na kura wo no e obi na de ma wo na dachi sa tumi no esesa kai hu no se ubebu akonta because enye tumi wonu ene uye police ni uye security ni a ye kan ya pe na udimi ka kwakwachi nipa no esan se ebi a show party atade ebi na se party bi de be ma adwuma ana wo ye no aso amafo ani no Dr. Bawumia edian say and therefore serve notice to officers of the state who are active participants in this unholy enterprise that the day of accountability will come and the abuse of state power will be accounted for. Sabi, chia be mo am share kai mo na nyo na wa betru susu ntie o. Eye ebi etuobi ekurawo ene abaya ehyew. Iti hu se nya wa ho odin na wo de eye saade no. Eye oman tumi a ye de amawo. No man tumi nso eye nyina ye de a ye de amawo. Atade ehyewo no ne de odi hwenhwen card be fine ne ye ne to mfo. Iti no kai hunu se sa tumi edi ama wo no se we ya na de be ye de a enkoye na anu asem ni bia ye ba ba mu ozi onya hwe atwam kodi ade no every incident will be investigated na ya hwe se wo no a udi ekire yesa no wo bu hu nkonta 87 ye mawu instruction bia in quote ye mawu instruction fun bia e wo so tumi dwene hunu se dachi bi sa instruction ne de ama wo awutu hu na mo no wo bebu hu akonta eti eyemede se ye pani no e de ato wo sa na nne e wo krata so a e hye ye nkuran ma ye hu no se ye nkonko ye do nya hwemu nya mu mananka ye mu bi no aka se ne ekoso nyina no ye ni etete ho cause ade ekoso de nya de foforo ye nua no mu andisifo ka de chinsa enne e wo ho se ye crime de a mo lawyer for say crime will expire.
Yes.
Oda say iti ehia say ye ntwen na ye mra ba mu na mo mekeke bi nkyire ye yansa ya so mu na no bia ye wa ba mu de mo kan ya ye de ye ni tu ye say e ya mayosam ne ye ye agro ne ye ne edie iti no mo no maka gu ho do mo ma social media daroma ye betimi akotwe no eno mo bebu hu akonta ene so de mo ye nso mo bebu hu akonta esa say ne se musubu de mra ena eye adwuma emra wo hoi entwem.
Yes.
Eti mani age me bo mampani abedi eche dada abaso incoming president Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia me bo abaso say wagina asemi so no dia tudwa say mo state actors no am wo yesa no mon kai hu no say eye tumi bi na mo de yesa nyama ho de nyam ho afa nyam sika bi aha edo bode nka de kai demom o mine sika o mine tumi bi na de ama wo na memfa abuse wo other people almost ye Ghana for
But so share in all the examples on our site, your site mo Aguna West organizer ne dey no. And site Abronya dey no.
Obi me so Aguna West dey no.
Yes.
At the saying Okosi billboard no twa be post to here.
As we speak officially, him why he was arrested. We don't know why he was arrested.
Yes.
A narrative opposition element need be free say enunti and ye say or ye post on social media.
That's it.
Which post was said to be publication of false news. And in the Ghana Police Service was a national security was why will be for official statement.
Because why na channel?
Yenim.
No on my ye womb. Na security force obo ye adwuma musumu ye adwuma obi aye bone mo chi no various arms no bi antimi oni apose me na me kwache no obi antimi oni apose me na me kwache no na adan na enye nwanwa ya ka se ye nua no mandisifo na nwanwa se adichi bia ne ho nseba epie for some time now na wotwi bia na bibia ba edeti abai no na eba beti aban ni wia the person ya de say ene ne yenchew enti yaka to wodom say ai ade we asi a e wo say edi hu nkomo no enche bechi obi o ma wo say achiche no aya manafo no yenti mo chekura no a de wo say yeka no ye beka obehwemu a obi na wotwi bia bibi fufo ba na no kura no enkoma ye enye de boa yen konsem ni bi wo hodom a o say nke di be bosomi ade yen hwehwemu o say di be bosomi ne ka ho asem Greater Accra Regional Minister say me yen kan wie you omo appeal say on resign because it borders on centric remarks no yen kan wie we haven't exhausted it yen timi exhausted ye analyzing something wie na bibi fufa bebom so that's here it is omo ya say ene ye mechewu na yen hwesa attention na abekoho ene ye pani abekasa it is the same no just say ene munya ready mo ba chie nyina eh dey ya
ba wo fa abronye dey na a court of competent jurisdiction remand no and what does the state
remand is saying
so 2 weeks to reappear in court in 2 weeks time
na started trial no I started case no
say we know I don't know if the same charges and as we a different one come they are those details no I don't
and only asem no so we are in the environment transparency adwuma I was say yetini ekoso bia ase eno no makwan ema abuse of power bia no eketeli and eso twa because ade na wo ye no uchirem na se ene oman mra no ebo ebura obi abehu so to me nya wodia o mamra kese ne se to me ne ye dia to me ne ye dia die de mawa enya wadwe se ye dia mawo no ntino de wo pe na wo de ye nti obetumi achi nipa na sie obetumi achi no sabe judiciary no e wo to me de but omo ye bia no so mu chem uchirem a nipa ne ti ase a ati ase ne ekwe anim so that's here ntino mebo Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia abaso a presidential candidate wakasa say obiara wo na wo sie say wo the state power and e ye adwuma no ka hu say state power na nya wo dia e bribi na enche bia na e wa ba mu e na mo ma ba mu e be dane
very well awas ma memra ohona yenhwe the statement from the NPP's flag bearer fair statement no enya fair
you be meda was yeah because ade abronye aye no you very grievous abronya akoya ade a he's bringing the whole administration of justice
the news, the interviews, and what have you, all packed and ready to go on your favorite radio station, Hot Digital Online.
Yenim Buffet, Safibi sign, and Afibia Sunimuase. Na ya your Unity Link there. Won't hear ye. What Daya come up no and into the air casse. Yenim Pasa COVID-19 in the Wafem, Abra we hear Buafonini, and Epa Wada Bembim. Yadiani just some nam. Unity Link say, link up, download the Unity Link app no. Let's send the sticker free. Ye purchase free. Kululu bi any baby. Send the Sikako Ghana. Abra wuntia dama. Download. Na use code way zero fees. Na no. O son for pa Unity link. Abayo kama. Abra wumwa chireka biya. Wo because baby before frobia ma wa dada. Sikamani mo champion there. No any Unity link. Emma wen fa ko download the Unity link app no. Na link up.
It is the police that arrested him, and the police is the complaint. Yes, I mean, the way you say he said something. He said, "You are not a judge, but rather a politician who have covered your hair with a sack and claim you are a judge." Is this a comment that you deem appropriate?
I will not say it, I will not say this, but you see, why would the police go and arrest him and become the complainant in that case when the judge is keeping quiet, waiting for him to appear before him? If indeed he is to appear before that judge, why will the police go hastily to arrest him and put him to... Now, the judge is saying that he should go for remand until the determination of the case. This is what we're told. Initially, we had 2 weeks. Now he says he should go to... So the judge has already taken a side. He has already sent him to remand. So looking at all the things that had happened in the last 16 months, that is a cause to worry to everyone, every well-meaning Ghanaian, that indeed there is a calculated attempt to silence opposing views. The Abronye, what he said, is not even criminal. But they have used some clauses just to send him to court. Today, they did the same with almost all those who they had arrested. And nothing had happened. Look at the bail conditions that they give to our people. Just for free speech. Bail conditions. You arrest the person. We're thinking that if I say anything defamatory against you, you don't arrest me with the court or the police. You only have to go for a civil case and sue me for damages. And this had happened over time. But look at what is happening to us. And there are some judges, because you see, everything points to the fact that we can only speculate when we see what happens within this country. Look, the president in 2023 met NDC lawyers, which Amaliba was part of them, and told them that he will populate, they should prepare to be appointed as judges in this country. Today, the president has appointed close to 100 judges. And the judge who had sent our people, 2 of our people to remand, including Abronye and Achimkwa and Fanti Komedi, went on retirement and has been recalled, and he's now a high court judge. Yes, in this country.
You did that in your time.
Who?
What is who?
Who? Mention anyone. You can mention anyone. I'm saying that judge who did all this, remanded our people, that judge who sat to say that we are not equal before the law, who used Idi Amin to make his ruling, has been recalled by President Mahama and is now serving at the High Court. How can that judge ensure that if I go there, I get a free trial?
Yeah,
that judge.
Yeah, but I mean, the Abronye has not appeared before that judge again. You get a point.
The judge went on retirement.
Yeah, yes, but I'm saying that.
But he has been recalled and he's now at the High Court. Yeah, and I'm saying that there is, from all indications, I can safely say that if I'm an MPP, I will be afraid to even go to his court. Because in that court, this is what he said. Look at the Baba Mando case. At the same Adenta court, the prosecution were not for remand. But the judge says he will use his discretion to remand Baba Mando.
I mean, which is the discretion of the judge. I mean, the judge has the discretion to do that.
So it means the judge has taken sides. As a layman, that's what I see. Because you are a lawyer, you might think that. But I'm saying that when the case is presented before a court, the judge is supposed to be impartial. He will listen to you and listen to the other arguments. Now, the person who presented the case is not for remand.
Yeah, I mean, but that does not take away the power of the judge to look at the facts, the law, and say that I am exercising a discretion, and I think that he should be remanded.
Yes, it happens.
Well, but in this case, what did he do? He posted a picture. He only posted a picture.
You mean the offense?
Yeah, that's the offense. He only posted a picture depicting the president. He even caricatured the president. So, Akosua, you have people who do these things over here, where you have them pulling people and so on. What he did was not even an offense. Today, the police is not even pursuing the case again.
Okay.
So we are calling on you, the media, and civil society to speak up because they are doing this to MPP people. 11 people in 16 months. How many did we do? We did a lot of them justify the one that went to court yesterday. The one that went to court yesterday, I'm sure
if you ask how many, one single protest, you crossed 11.
Which single protest?
The Occupy Jolobi protest.
So the Occupy Jolobi, the police acted lawfully. The only thing that happened was an excess because they went to court and secured an injunction that don't do unlawful assembly. There was an unlawful assembly.
These people have been remanded lawfully as well.
Which ones?
The person you are complaining about, he was remanded by a court.
Yes, he was remanded by a court,
so
but the circumstances. The circumstances.
Yes, so
the circumstances of his arrest is what we're discussing.
He's been arrested, he's been charged, he's been remanded.
Why should you think
I'm saying that the arrest that day was an unlawful assembly. They were arrested because of unlawful assembly.
Yeah, but I'm saying that in the same vein, charges have been leveled against Abronye. He's gone to court and he's been remanded.
He has lawyers.
The facts are the same in terms of the substantive bottlenecks. In the situations that you refer to, in the same manner, the one you are justifying, the people were arrested.
I'm not justifying, but I'm only
pointing to the fact. Was an unlawful assembly.
Yeah, but you know about this because you are a reporter and you are a journalist and you know that the police went to court and secured an injunction, but they defied that order. Someone else stood there. Even when you read the ruling yesterday, they never said that the police acted unlawfully over there. The police manhandled them, and that was the reason they were.
I'm only drawing attention that in the same vein, they were also remanded lawfully by a court. I mean, that's just all I'm drawing attention to. But conclude.
If it wasn't like the MPP,
what I'm saying is that
what I'm saying is that
we cannot be cowed to submission. After the flag bearers message, our General Secretary Lawyer Justin Kudia Frimpong has also issued a statement, and we will petition the diplomatic community. After that, we will organize series of demonstrations to really depict what happens to us, for Ghanaians to know that indeed this is what is happening, has been happening to us in the last 16 months under this government.
This free speech under threat, let me just ask you simple, direct.
Yeah. I mean, Ghanaians know that MPP has become a nuisance to our democracy. Ghanaians know that. So if you can do 1,000 demonstrations. They know you've become a nuisance to our democracy. Now, listen, it looks as if you belong to MPP, you are a special human being, and you are a better human being than other Ghanaians. You are complaining that in 16 months, 11 of your people, your supporters, are being harassed by the police. I'm glad you cited that example. One day, look, these 11, look at what they did. Whether he would want to repeat what they did before his children. Ghanaians who demonstrated against Galamsey. We all knew Galamsey is a major problem in this country. Ghanaians who demonstrated against Galamsey, over 50 of them were arrested within a day, detained, some were remanded into custody. Who was the chairman of the police council at that time? Was it not Dr. Baumia? So where from this hypocrisy? Stinking hypocrisy. Where from this? So those 50 Ghanaians were not human beings who were demonstrating against Galamsey, something that is killing us. You didn't speak. 11 of your people who were spewing nonsense. Excuse my French this morning. You've issued a statement that when the 11 were touched, you saw it as a problem. But when people who were demonstrating, are they telling us that right to free speech is better or important than right to demonstration? Is that what they're saying? So when you are demonstrating, you become an animal. You can be treated anyhow. But when you are speaking nonsense, you should be protected. What kind of society is this? What kind of democracy are we building? What kind of examples are we showing to our children? You see, my fear is that my children will have access to social media and be watching people like the likes of Abronye. insulting Archbishop Duncan Williams, using certain words against him. And nobody will complain. Look,
so let me just clear this.
No,
Just
look, even in their own party, no, please, it's not a time. It's not a time.
I'll give you a minute.
It's not a time.
I'll give you a minute.
Even in their own parties. When Abronye said, even elephant or Sono is more sensible than Kennedy Japan, you do hear Dr. Bahame condemn it. If Abronye says it today and he repeats it tomorrow and tomorrow next, it means somebody is embodying him. Did Dr. Bahame complain or call, even disassociate himself from that comment? That Osono cried in Nyansa Chen, Kennedy Japan. And we think because of democracy, we should allow these things to happen in our country. Because of democracy. And when police has taken the right decision within the confines of the law, you say the police is what? Intimidating who? So we should allow people to go and do things anyhow in this country, and the police will be sitting aloof. Then why do you have the police service? So please, that hypocrisy of the vice president should be called out. And when he was the chairman of the police council, what kind of reform did they bring to the police? What kind of reform did he initiate to the point that he is complaining that the police is intimidating people? For 8 years, he chaired the council. If today, after 16 months, after leaving office, you think the police is not doing well, who should we blame? Is it the police or the chairman who served eight years as a chairman of the police council? So what kind of hypocrisy is this? We should be serious in this country. I will support anything that will sanitize our democracy. If we have to apply the law to sanitize our democracy, let's do it. We have to protect this democracy at all costs. And so if people are relying on democracy to misbehave or hiding under democracy to misbehave, let the law deal with them. That's how we build a society. Because we can't allow them to misbehave or behave anyhow in the name of democracy, when democracy itself allows the police to also come in when people misbehave. So what has the police done wrong in this manner? Whatever they've done is within the confines of the law. If you think your rights are being trampled upon, the courts are there. And so maybe the party should have issued a statement, not Dr. Bawumia. Maybe the party, if they had been smart, I think the party should have, not Dr. Bawumia. Like as chairman of the police council, 50 people. I had a friend, Kilian Kofi Komashi. He told me, he says his prison number was 16 or so. The prison room number was 16. Young man who had gone to church that Sunday. He was just passing after church. He was just going. He was arrested. He was in white, if you remember.
Yes,
white,
I remember
yes.
that video. Yes.
Yeah, they didn't call me.
Yeah.
Yes. Killian, you did this to people and you didn't complain. You didn't say anything wrong with that. Even people who were demonstrating against Galamsey, because you were sponsoring Galamsey, because the Jubilee House itself has become the hub of Galamsey, you went after those people.
Today there's no Galamsey.
And you think we should keep quiet over this and the Yanka come back on come in say Dr. Bawumia yesterday. What's the young then?
Let me come to Mr. Jantua. I don't want to give you your minute now, because if I give you and he says something and you want to react, I may not be able to give you another minute. So let me just finish and come back. Yeah, Senior, free speech and attack.
Good morning.
Good morning.
After all that has been said around the table, what do you want me to say? Is it because the criminal libel and seditious libel laws have been repealed, so people think they can't defame? Is that what it is? Because Abronye's comments are defamatory. How can you sit on a platform, radio platform, now radio, you see it everywhere, TikTok and all that, and say the judge in the court, Adenta court, is a political judge? How does he define political judge? How does he define it? Doesn't everybody vote in this country? And when people vote in this country, don't they vote for who they want to vote for? And voting, isn't it politics? So what are we talking about? You see, the challenge I have with former Vice President Bawumia's statement is the fact that he has been a vice president before. And if for nothing at all, he should condemn these types of what? Comments. First, condemn it. Because he's a statesman. Huh? Or should I use supposed to be a statesman? And he should condemn it first. That such statements should stop. No matter which party says it, it should stop. Before delving into whether what they've done is right or wrong, his arrest is right or wrong. Didn't it happen? This was Republic. Hasn't it happened with both parties? It's happened. So what is he talking about? Just because you want to win an election. Just because you want to win an election. And they've started. When my brother came, what did he say? Inshallah, Vice President is going to be the next president of Ghana. Didn't they say that in the 2026 election? They should stick to reality. Look, don't take Ghanaians for granted, though. Don't take Ghanaians for granted. You think they are not watching? You think they are not hearing? And take a straw poll. Go out and take a straw poll. And that straw poll should ask the question, what Dr. Bawumia said yesterday, what do you think? You hear what Ghanaians will say to you. Look, the MPP should build confidence. I keep saying this. They still don't have the confidence of the people. They should start building confidence if they want to see an iota of power in 2028. Unfortunately, when you get a general secretary states that what you did to us, which when we come, we'll do it to you. Is the country yours? Is the country yours? You are just a general secretary. Instead of saying things that would help build the nation, you are saying things that would help bring the nation down. So you come into power. Because they did it to you, you're also going to do it to them. Are we going or are we coming? Are we being a good example for the young ones who will take over? Me, I don't know why people who have gained a certain level, and if I can use the word, trust, being political figures and high political figures, just bring themselves down just because they want to win an election. It's happened before. Even if Vice President Bawumia, in his statement, said, yes, we can see that during our time, some of these things happened. But it has to stop because it doesn't help our democracy. It is something that isn't right. It should stop. Don't you think people applaud him? Who is applauding him from the statement he made? And unfortunately, it's a subjective statement because it's got to do with his people. What about others? What about other people? Abronya will go and face the judge, and I hope the judge will not use his comments to now throw a verdict that might look ultra-virus. He should go according to the script. He should go according to the law. And if he has done wrong, yes, knock him out. If he hasn't, let him go. But you see, you, the media too, you are part and parcel of the problem. You're part and parcel of the problem. I don't know it's because you want stakes. You want, people to say, hey, South Station India, come up. A politician comes to sit on your platform and uses certain derogatory words, and you just sit and watch him. You just sit and watch him. You should be able to challenge him to withdraw such a statement.
I mean, these days, the politicians, they have their own shows. I mean, Abronye has his own show that he does on TikTok and on Facebook. These days, they fire everywhere. But here, we'll try our best. We always try to keep them in check. But I agree with the general sentiment.
If he has his own show, which institution watches over you people?
The National Media Commission.
They have a responsibility. The fact that you have your own show doesn't mean you can come and sit on your platform and spew lies. National Media Commission should take any TV station on, any radio station on that tend to allow politicians to come and talk in a way that they shouldn't talk. Look, we always like to compare ourselves to other countries, don't we? We always like to do that. Me, I will not use America because America is a different kettle of fish. When you go to the UK, how many times do you hear a politician insulting the Prime Minister? How many times? They talk facts. They don't even talk opinion. They talk facts. And if there's a law to support that fact, they use the law to support it. In President and Vice President Baumia's address, did he even cite any law that is against these things? Did he cite? No. In the end, what did he say? Inshallah, we will win 2028. Is that the reason why he said what he said? Come on. I expect my revered leaders, if I can use that word, revered leaders, to do the right thing and leave the nonsense for those who feel that they can spew anything and let the law deal with them. I really didn't expect Vice President Baumia to go the way he went. I expected him to bring the country together and build a nation, because he wants to do what? He wants to become a president. And the president doesn't only rule MPP, it rules everybody. So his commentary should be such that it builds the nation. Okay. Thank you.
Some issues you wanted to respond, go ahead. Okay. So one is that when Abronye made that comment against Duncan Williams, the party issued a statement to condemn and distance ourselves from it. It was done by the General Secretary. So it is not true that the party did not say anything when he made those comments against Duncan Williams.
I didn't say the party. I said Dr. Baumia. I didn't say the party.
Oh, go ahead. Okay. So, again, those who were arrested on that day, they were, as I said earlier, they had assembled illegally. They wanted to organize a demonstration. The police went to court to prevent them from doing that. They went and gathered over there. The police went and did a swoop. If the police come here for a swoop, they can arrest anyone here. Anyone at all. If there is a crime happening somewhere and they are doing an arrest, they can arrest anyone present over there. And that was what they did that day. They arrested a lot of them. And those who were really not connected were left. They did not really prosecute them. They only discharged them.
Yeah, but, earlier on you made an interesting point about...
And the court ruling says that what the police is wrong. You are sitting on TV counteracting what the court said.
Which of the ruling? Yeah, in the ruling, where did he say that the police did wrong? The police only manhandled them. That was the reason the police... They never said that the police...
Manhandling is only.
I'll give you a minute or so.
Can the police come and slap this boy twice here and we'll see whether it is only? What do you mean by only? Only manhandle.
That is the reason we are paying for that.
This is the kind of good news I should be getting on a daily basis. Thanks to UnityLink, my life has become so much easier. I have on my phone in my palm right now the brand new UnityLink mobile app. It's free and easy to use, and I must say, it's fast, safe, and secure. UnityLink has the best exchange rates. Sending money to anybody is as easy as going through my phone book, selecting the person's name, bam, it's gone. It's really a great feeling when you know you can send money instantly to MTN, Vodafone, Airtel, Tigo. Easy. Now I can even transfer money from my mobile phone into my bank account and pick it up at the bank instantly. I can even send airtime to loved ones. The UnityLink mobile app makes it possible for you to send money to over 3,000 locations in Ghana. Now it's time for you to download the free UnityLink mobile app. On Android, go to Google Play Store. On iOS, go to Apple Store and get sending now. UnityLink mobile app. Money go, money come. Fast.
Are you weary of land disputes and never-ending legal battles? It's time to claim a legacy that truly belongs to you. Welcome to Rehoboth Havens, where we simplify the journey to home ownership for Ghanaians, whether you are at home or abroad. Located in the Tranke Hills of Ayimensa Damfa, our community offers standing vistas of the Pediasi Ebri Mountains. Experience peace of mind in our secure, gated community, thoughtfully designed for your comfort amidst beautifully landscaped surroundings and premium recreational spaces. At Rehoboth Social Housing, we are here to turn your dreams into reality. With just 30% deposit, move into one of our ready-to-occupy homes today. We will extend your remaining balance over 5 years, providing the flexibility and assurance your family deserves. Choose from our modern 2-bedroom homes, the luxurious 3-bedroom sunbay, or our spacious 4-bedroom detached residences. Starting at just 675,000 Ghana cedis, your dream of home ownership is finally within reach. Don't wait any longer. Call us today at +233 55 375 1933 or +44 7917 376631. Rehoboth Social Housing. Your housing dream becomes reality.
AJN and Co Limited. Wow! Quality accounting and tax services, and now officially recognized as one of the top 200 UK accountants in the 2016 Sunday Times list. Hooray! Come, let's do business and even save you more money. AJN and Co Limited. We are chartered certified accountants and business advisors, one of the finest in the country, with quality professional services and excellent customer delivery. Our services include preparation of company and annual accounts, bookkeeping, self-assessment, payroll services, preparation of charity accounts, gift aid claim, tax planning, tax returns, business plans and advice, company registration, preparation of budgets, all kinds of mortgages and remortgaging. And now we are one-stop shop to arrange protection for general insurance, life cover, medical and health insurance, and income protection. We mean business. That is why we are now officially one of the top 200 accountants in the country. Papa Yamaya Budinya Echese Yaduma Soeni, Entibra, Nenya u tax returns, and Wajuma Husikasem Yina Emau, Nayababua Amunya mortgage, Naya insurance in Shishaya Efatawo, Wajuma, and Wabusuenina. So big companies, small businesses, charities, sole traders, self-employed, shops and restaurants. Please call Let's Do Business on 0163 447 0495. That's 0163 447 0495 or 0788 307 7742. Our address is AJN and Co Limited, Equitable House, 10 Woolwich New Road, London, SE18 6AB. Visit www.ajnandco.co.uk. Now officially a Sunday Times Top 200 accounting company.
right, we're talking about free speech. It's under siege in Ghana. Now, I know you're teaching 70 more to come this morning. Hot Guitar Online UK. Yeah, to admit this one, Open Mikhail. Friday morning, Social Friday. Wherever you are this morning, hope life is better much for you today. Friday, the 15th of May 2026. Anti Bosheni now and pay na condemnation against results of the hate speech. The euphoria, talking about euphoria in Ghana, there were lots of printable words people have used back in the days. Now, when we talk about criminal libel law, the siege of criminal libel law, read a portion and the Forced Publication Act 1960, Section 76 of the constitutional provisions, where people who have maligned people's integrity, now a court of competent jurisdiction will sit it in confinement, and see, say, when you want to denigrate a superior court, especially speaking against a judge, when it is for a judge that has been accused of certain reputational damage, that judge can file for a defamation of character. So that talks about the unjustifiable attack on the particular judge. It talks about the tort law, say infringement of person's right, which is an injury to the person, causing damages to the person, scandalizing the person, or creating an innuendo to the person. That judge can sue that person who has maligned his integrity at the court. And that is what is happening. Now, several years, as we have experienced a lot of issues in regards to our political fraternity, there have been unprintable words used by certain figures, certain characters, who randomly insult people. People glorify those people. That is what we're talking about. So when it comes to a time where somebody will also take that mantle to rebut certain issues, o complainia na ye no ne fe no se nra no nya and then but people pick and choose the euphoria. They pick and choose. That's what people are talking about. Let us be more confined and also make sure say adina ye can to set a precedent, but not to accuse people or direct people say, and then we can, you want to take siege about that. Somebody said it previously, continuously damaging people, insulting our elders. So when I say it now, it goes to court. The court can nullify that particular act, and also say that application would have to say nipa we so. The judge will treat that issue as a misdemeanor charge, because it is happening where somebody will be given that amnesty. He has the temerity to insult, to use unprintable words for people. Recently, we had somebody who is sitting in America where my brother Nee will always tell me to listen to Kevin Taylor. He used words for President Kufuor, that he's a lazy man, that is why he don't want to work. When somebody says these things, he says that it is like a counterclaim. That is why we are saying that let's set a precedent. Let's condemn the contempt it deserves. We should not pick and choose. That is my worry. Abronye has said so many things that is unprintable, which is condemnable. It's fact. I sometimes condemn Abronye says, so you should be mindful and be measured, which is perfect. You continue to do that, and then maybe one day you step in somebody's toe, And at the end of the day, what you said has denigrated the person's integrity. The person has every temerity to sue you in the court of law. But when somebody is sitting somewhere, he has the propensity that he will come to Ghana to be given protection, go to that competent court of justice, the apex court of the land, where he has used words upon words. So when we do that, how can we treat this matter and solve the situation where we think, say, it will serve a precedent to all of us? There's a legal jurisprudence. That's where we have the study of law. People can say, what I'm saying is tantamount to punishment, or the person has criminalized an institution where he has said so many things that has brought the institution into disrepute. A judge gave a ruling in the court of law. So if you are a journalist, you are not happy with the ruling, you can criticize. The critique does not prevent you from speaking. You can criticize the ruling and talk about it. But for you to insult the judge, and the judge issued a statement that this person is wanted in Ghana because he has scandalized me and scandalized the court since I have given my judgment about a particular issue that you think you have an interest. Until any time Kevin Taylor will be in this country, they should arrest him. Rather, he was given a protection. So how can we fight this canker? That is the point. Approbating and reprobating. We have something we called a year obia sebia wono wo ka asem no edum pempenso a na wo aba na watwesi o asem de megitum akina oba o se mengintum. So it bring that euphoria, say we don't want to understand the simple principles of natural justice or the return pattern. And to fight this canker, we should condemn with all the contempt it deserves. Because when you listen to people, they pick and choose issues that they think that it is suitable in their favor. That is not what we are talking about. We are talking about a tranquility that should be prevailed in our societal problems, especially when somebody thinks that he has the powers because he is backed by certain security apparatus. They don't know what the modus operandi to create that confusion. It is not going to help anybody. Anybody who use abusive words, contrary to the law, section and the Public Offensive Act, the conduct that the person will put, will share public offensive order under Act 1960-29 of the Constitution. We share the way it thinks now. It talks about Oye bonina unim say Sadi uya, this is the threshold, so you meet it. And I don't have any problem when somebody speaks against something. We have issues that when the matter is presented before the court, a judge who is sitting right in the court who can also use his discretionary powers and say this is a misdemeanor charge. This is a custodial sentence. Let's treat it with this way, and the person can even sign a bond or go and do a community work. Or you take him for probation, and then that will be factual. But when a judge has given an order that this person should be arrested, and the same court with other security agencies will give the protection to that person, and the person will go to court for them to at least say they release him, and also say they will exonerate him to go back and do the same thing again. So what was the point? So my brother Nini and co, when we are fighting this canker, let us all make sure that everything that somebody does, which is tantamount to punishment, should be condemnable. We should not tolerate issues of this nature. When somebody say it, because if not, we cannot solve this problem. We will say it partially, and that will not help anybody. To the confinement of all of us, we want to execute a position where all of us will see what we are doing. We are stepping on people's toes. We undermine people's integrity, bringing everything into dispute. It's not going to help anybody. Let us condemn it. obia di atem na nya, we condemn it. So nipa no okama sama na nya yin na yen condemn. So once you do that, you pick and choose. That is where that inflammation of provocations and other things will be dealt. That is all it takes. And let's move on, because there are certain things when it happens. Trajectory. When another person comes, we will not have a solemn treatment to that particular maybe misdemeanor, because the person can insult, use his social media platforms and say all manner of things because he's not being guided by what he's doing. He has his solo presentation. He is the master of himself. Until at the end of the day, the execution of what he's doing, he has no guidance. Nobody will restrict him. But the point is that when we condemn it on no uncertain terms, we are not going to encourage the unpalatable issues coming from somebody who thinks that when I say things, people will listen, people will back me. Now, insult has become the order of the day. And the people use it at all levels. So when you do me, I have to do it. But it does not help the system. So when somebody does it, and that person thinks he has got a protection, you can continue to do that. Yesterday, my brother was telling me, say, if Kevin Taylor insults somebody, the person can sue him. So that equal to what Abronye said, the judge have every legitimate right to sue Abronye than to go for him or put him behind bars to reappear, or the lawyers representing him will file for an application of bail condition. Enjoy what you are saying. This is what we are saying. Say, then the judge should sue Abronye. It should not be the state. The judge has his case against Abronye. No. That is the little explanation we can endure. 43 minutes past 9 o'clock this morning. Issues on board and the matters of what we have discussed so far. The bone of contention is free speech, whether it's under siege. And I also say the criminal libel law, whilst the law was repealed, it has been reintroduced in disguise. And I also say there's a law, because if you look at the Electronic Communication Act 2018, it talks about a lot of issues. Say when somebody posts something, somebody do something to infringe people's right, the person will face the full rigors of the law, which is perfect. But nowhere that somebody who does the same thing will be exonerated. No, that same law has that explanation. Say obiye bibia emranu nindi. Indove abranti echinia. According to the story, there was a request from the Interpol to the Parliament of Ghana that so and so person will request that you made him available to us because of certain mystery. So when you deny that opportunity, they'll find a way, because it's an Interpol. Interpol all the time go for warrant, whether it is within the jurisdiction or outside jurisdiction. They can even contact our state agencies in Ghana, and they will do the collabo by arresting or effecting arrest on somebody who they think that the person is a suspect. So that suspect, maybe you are not being absconded, but they have also verified and know your location. And what they will do is that Interpol cannot just go to Ghana and arrest somebody. They'll go through the security agencies to collaborate with them. And then they'll have a disclosure on the person's criminality that is bound or any related offenses. So the person will be handed by the security agencies to the request of what the Interpol is also seeking for. That is how it works. And the Interpol cannot go to Ghana and say, this MP, he has involved himself into criminality, so we are going to arrest him without seeking an attention or requesting a permission from the state agencies in Ghana. They cannot do so. They will do so when you are outside jurisdiction of the country. That's what the law says. In Tianuhunsem, and so 46 minutes past 9 o'clock, and pay In the meantime, Rehoboth Social Housing for medical kase ope dying atoa 11 years now we're training kakra. So that's where it gives us that opportunity to buy a property to pay it installment, because the installment is having mortgage plans in Ghana, a Rehoboth Social Housing, and pay a dom from what +44 791 737 6631 and +233 244 764499. AJN and Co Limited, the chartered accountant business advisors, specialists in preparation, annual account bookkeeping, self-assessment, especially for Uber drivers. Into AJN and Co Limited, a banner say gift aid claim company registration, all kinds of mortgages and remortgages, one-stop shop to arrange for your general insurance, your life cover, medical health insurance and protection, P45 and P60. No AJN and Co Limited on 016344 704 95 and 078830 777 742 and here AJN and Co Limited, chartered accountant business advisors. And a payment cow say na kinki dokunu shifie water store to open dokunu open dodoa in abundance. Now which me contact na kinki on 074 8244 505 074 8244 22505. And I also say upe Ghanaian duane no mostly oko na kinki wa ubenye bi and so ato. Dr. Likey live in London. Now omoba Indigo on the 22nd of May 2026 from 7 p.m. sharp. Special guest Acrobatu Nana Mama Brown and Papa Kumasi performing live medical and Obian Ponsa. So it's going to be a night of comedy, music and stage play. Sponsored Pay Angel. Rhapsody Apartment. So uko Ghana na upe baby ako lodgia and ye Airbnb. Na mi di kain abon hun kayese Rhapsody Apartment was short and long stay. Na omo airport pickup, a free Wi-Fi and DSTV. Na omo package that comes at a reduced rate. Na electricity does not include. They don't include electricity. And tianoba sloto omo North Legon, Soa Peaceful Lane, Ablo AJ, Ghana no manual +233 5538 30229 +233 5538 30229 and +44 744 5311 265. And no Rhapsody Apartment. Now say email rhapsodyproperties@yahoo.com. Menka also say Step Ahead Foods. Mostly Ghanaian nyane I will label the kama. Almost soft golden tropical bread, baked fresh, rich, irresistible, smooth, authentic banku, perfectly prepared for the true home style. Signature more fancy kinky, traditionally wrapped, deeply satisfying, and rich heritage, and a crunch plantain chips, bold, crispy, impossible to put down. And the upe Step Ahead Foods omunyane na Gani nyane titru na bombodia say to me afromo was 074 976 56309 or email Step Ahead Foods and I say admin@stepaheadfoods.uk. Minka when the to say Ghanaian Teachers and Lecturers Association at Jumedi Sunkubi Ba na for the Ghanaian Community Forum no theme no navigating the British education system with confidence. Keynote speaker Dr. Jeffrey Quay, OBE, PhD, and Friends for the Royal Society and Engagement Art. Deputy High Commissioner to the UK, Mr. Aquinas Kwanzaa, on the 13th of June, 2026, 12:30 p.m. to 5 p.m. at the Gladesmore Community School, Fendale Road, Haringey, November 15, 6 Union X-Ray. Learn with clarity, ask questions, build connections. Sponsors Lemfi, Tap Tap, Uncle John Bakery, and Diamond Club of UK, Diamond Club of Ghana, UK. For Dr. Juliet Oseusu on 075 105 38524 and Mr. Gordon Canton on 079 309 26268. And for more, and no a jurisdiction baso. Na In the meantime, Worship and Prayer Night 2026 Ebas were Living Spring Church, 8 to 10 Devonshire Road, XC23, 3 Tango Juliet, Forest Hill train station. Into Saturday, the 30th of May 2026 from 5:30 p.m. Living Praise will be ministering. Pastor Kwame Mponsa, Reverend Evelyn Akrasi, and Minister Na Dede Ellis will all be there in their presence. Anope Yusumin Kyle said, one large and small room be a war Beckton. Enti Dane Dawo here Beckton or East London. Like I said, Dino Ewo Fred +44 795 63 90380 +44 795 63 90380. Into one large room and a small room. Into kwa dia weni jihono ube to me aji into Fred 079 56 930 90380 079 56390 380. Into no one large and small room in Beckton. Minka on the page say Star Motors and so ejna nanso say Ghana phone be brinano mo car mo pese mo repair bano engine, gearbox, clutch replacement, exhaust computer diagnostics, MOT while you wait and efficient and affordable Jumidie Sukomudi was Star Motors number 1 Pretoria Road, Tottenham, London N17 8 Delta X-ray behind White Hart Lane, a grocery shop near the train station by the bridge. In the contact 079 585 60059 079 585 60059 and at 079 44 99 5651 now 02088 03275. Ntiano Star Motors. Now for Minka also say the E&J handyman about carpentry works, door fixing and hanging fixing of kitchen wardrobes and wooden floors. And we are E&J handyman on 074324 02117 074324 02117. And we are E&J handyman and pay and so ebwich dom. The other queen him now yet twa ye jumediano su to na de napo so abra no pay yem bonito ne yanko him hot digital online.
Baby, do him some favor. I feel sad I see him, man. Said I would do what you're making, man. Show me him do stuff if I'm home. I do what they maybe I didn't know some kind of my feel. You're too sexy, you're too bad, you're too naughty.
More to come this morning. Hot digital online.
The news, the interviews, and what have you. All packed and ready to go on your favorite radio station. On digital online.
Pretty girls out there, other pass a sign. Busy a share and check. But as about accent, very country. Within the very innocent. Pretty girls out there, other pass a sign. It's a me and I'll be Georgia Muda. Obi a good on queer, and me and I'll be Georgia Muda. Obi a the budget.
Time is blessed. Bring the time. It's about 5 more minutes to 10 o'clock. And a legal practitioner. And so, Ghana Bar Feno Amanda Clinton has shared her thoughts of the arrests of the Member of Parliament for Asante Achim North, Ohene Kwame Frimpong, popularly known as OK. Now, in an interview with Joy News, Amanda Clinton stated that the reason Interpol and other international security agencies allegedly did not share details ahead of OK Frimpong's arrest due to lack of trust in the Ghanaian government and security agencies. Now, according to her, there was a high likelihood that OK Frimpong, being a politically exposed person, could have become aware of the plan arrest if the Ghanaian authorities have been informed beforehand. Now, it's absolutely sent a signal to this government and to any future government that international law enforcement agencies perhaps did not trust the Ghanaian government enough to share information that ordinarily should have shared. If there has been trust, then we have seen something like an extradition process. And that is where the concern from the international agencies, the fact that they did not work in collaboration with the Ghanaian government to naturally expose this matter, and instead allowed him to board a flight. And Amanda Clinton is a legal practitioner who practiced her law in America. She stays in Ghana. Now, she's saying, sir, because the state agencies does not trust the government and the security apparatus, that is why this arrest was not collaborated with the security agencies in Ghana, because they did that incognito to make sure, sir, internationally, when OK Frimpong travel outside jurisdiction, he could be effected arrest. And for that one, when they think that the government of the day has the propensity to be available with all the issues, making sure that when they are seeking an arrest of a person who they think is a politically exposed person, they will allow that trend to course or to make sure it will carry on. But because they want to shield the person, they didn't know what was happening. That is why the gentleman was arrested in Amsterdam. So it was something that the security agencies was not trusted. And Amanda Clinton and Susu Ediatuja Anopei. And also moving on quickly, Enche Bedin Komo, na Yatwa Gweden Su to Hot Digital Online UK, and I would tell Anopei Yanko in the All right, here Kiestama faces a drawn out wait for a potential leadership challenge after Andy Burnham said he wanted to fight an upcoming by-election to return to Westminster. The Greater Manchester mayor can only challenge Mr. Kamam for the Labour leadership if he is an MP. Now, you understand the principles of what is going on with Kiestama, who happened to be the Prime Minister. Like I said, he's facing a lot of difficulty this time around because of the huge loss of the Labour Party when the recently council elections was held. It shows an abysmal performance of his regime. That is why people are calling for his head. Now, there are a lot of contests. The health minister restricting is also lacing his boot whether he could be the best bet to replace the prime minister. But the prime minister has said he's resisting to resign because that is where the issue is all about. But 72 MPs who happen to be his embodiment are asking him to step aside, including the Home Secretary, and so on. All right, here we 9 to 8 minutes on pay 9 to 8 minutes to tilt. Enche na we're moving on quickly. Now the Napos in Abrete for pay Hot Digital Online UK. As we're moving on quickly, it's Friday morning. Just moving on quickly, and let me give shout out to my Charlie Barnes, long time no see, long time no hear. All summary, and so share life and pay. One Love. Alice also share life and pay.
Jesus is coming very soon. My Lord is coming.
And to your coin him night twice made in the son of pay.
Messiah is coming
And check now if it didn't come on.
soon. Coming very soon. Coming very soon. Jesus is coming again. Jesus coming again.
In the meantime, British Gas has agreed to pay £20 million into a redress fund and also compensate customers to settle an investigation by the energy regulator into the forced fitting of prepayment meters. Ofgem found that the company has failed to meet the standard required when the installing meters and had breached license conditions specifically aimed at protecting customers in vulnerable situations. 3 years ago, it emerged that a debt agent working for British Gas had broken into homes of vulnerable customers to fit prepayment meters. British Gas has apologized and also completed a statement, and settlement package will cost the company £112 million in payment, compensation, and writing off customers' debt. In 2023, the Times revealed how agents working for Avato Financial Solutions on behalf of the British Gas has forced their way into homes of single father of 3 to install a prepayment meter after establishing the property was unoccupied. And also undercover report observed that the agent work is a locksmith to force their way into installed a meter. Now, the scandal was industry-wide. For 40,000 customers had the prepayment installed without permission between 2022 and 2023. Suppliers including EDF and E.ON and Scottish Power has already agreed to pay compensation. Ofgem investigated and subsequently banned practice of fitting prepayment meters without customer permission on a high-risk household. This one falls between the unfair contract that is the law. Say you are going to provide a duty of care, which is a property. Now, before you get into a household, now there must be a consensus, or you should inform them with some communique. Any letters about say Baba install BBC. But they did that because Baba install. So they did that to infringe people's right, and at the same time they have breached the laws. Into compensation of 120 million or 120 million pounds, they will compensate it to about 40,000 people. So we have electricity no gelek, and they say gas for install prepaid meters. Ana omenyahu akwenya anomenyahu akrade say ye kwakwa sadi na ye kwampa na breach laws no. And no one sem anopay hold the guitar online and so with the BBC website. In the meantime, in between time, Janko in 12 million son of pay. Hello. Hello, Mommy, say why into you? Morning, into you. Young into you. Ben phone we ase ukasa aha
emesi ya de odu nyuma odu ma ebe na me anka ho na uwi a wonfa nkodu fi asomdie mu boko ana pento so yetia e ma oba radio yi so nyina titiri yesisa oba ya ene da che himane nana ena dickness ene ma ja minka wo mudin yetia obi e me Fred Lee kwa me pekam your friend Obrimpon, Nana Kwame, Tim Smith, your friend Nana, Aqua David, Anna, people so minim ni di wadafo no metia ne pa metia ne pa Joe brother Joe na de masema eko ekoma na na ya okesi ene wabobo so galamte no waka ho asem bebre galamte kese na NDC for no mo ko mo general secretary ayi ho ahoni de otaba for bare ose
Mustafa Bandi
and then make an aya okay so na no kwatna ayi so kwototo futuro gutu say ensuo na ye eniema ye kama eniema ekoso edi na ekoso galamte yikum nipa Mr. Valentine me dey say ga be yare ni meja di o me to wo mo niema o me to ayi ye friend say Kenya ne ayi fo niema me to Ghana fo ni ani bebre sa because yalie bi timi ko hospital ya kai yalie bi tira ukra mpo na wontu mu nyina agudem na wamaya ya timu galamte sai ensio ya mampanyini wudina ho wo chese de bi oba ya babo boso nkrofo edina nwura yimu ya ba babo wo matu ya ba wo matu no ka to obi na wo ye no Mr. Mahama wo be ko meti asem we say me rent feed da okatachie fifa fete de judge for ne yiye okatachie fifa be kayo wo okatachie fifa page so a wo be ka so wo mo take up chese wo dintem hu na wo mo do be ko no ma chese na de no mo ye wo men wo na your friend say your president and some wo kan ye Ghana for so ye de to aba wo ba de na wo amambo be na wo bu ni sa no se obi nkasa na NDC for mo to ho wo benya asem papa che so mo de patanga ani chese yi na rolling time chese niama ehu hia na me de me ka che the president ni say na de wo titi microphone no ho ma mpanyimfo mo betena wiase e kwa yo mo de microphone for so ma wie ye ko na NDC for young boys no o ma ni me ma do be bo na mo ba be dio me se wa mo so na mo kan mo se your friend say bone ensuma bone ni expiring date
all right
enti wo ka na o ma twa no na FPP for na mi busa wo ba ya say sa alestate no o ye FPP ni ana so wo ye de yi me pa na cho wo ba no me kireche mu no mo nyini free FPP na ni suma we de o ka to ye FPP ni krampo obi a pro no party na wa ne ko ba be join enti ni me se mo be si ase no and some de doors na me di be ya me kam
next time ya to aso mama thank you
yo michio bia mama sawa michio so ukuri ye asantenia on the democrano cause mukunya santufu nyina anyway enaze mitse wa semne nyina lawyer de enaze mitse nyina no wonder I helped my husband to do his LLB after all his first degree happening there. Oh, Jesus is coming. He's coming very soon. My Jesus, dear. Why? Landed after coming to London again and spend 8 years. I back and unfair as I'm can hundred. Namukun came to meet me at the airport. Now she took me home. And from there, she never returned. Mammy tell you there, for. But my am done so that damn land of one paper and a baby connected. Oh, Mister, I have come with the rest of the money. The dollars, as I add the dollars into the dollars. Mister, hey, now, Sama, I cannot do. I have come with the dollar, not knowing. I don't know, matter photos and the man banner back to London for 8 years. He has sold it for the man. Now, man who when you done a uranium. Nine. Why? The powers be of fire, Sabi, may very well we. Nakafabesia, Sabi on sa. Oh my, there, she can put you down to your lowest. Now, one nessa dana mara, matter for so I nessa dana stay a meza. Na Jesus, that day, no, and I miss Abawa. That's the reason why. But in some working, and it's missing. But more, as I say, I chum MPino. Oh, yeah, MPP and NDC.
Oh, independent. No MPP, but
oh, yeah, independent. I don't know how his case has touched my heart. Now, I'm just Jesus name Simon.
Okay.
Oh, rather, I just shall win some. Amen.
Amen. Amen. And that's my matter and studio. Marcus, you. Yeah, Joso.
Now, here, dear.
Yammy, I tell you, Monsoe.
Yo, Bibi Aboko, Yakoba, dear, not as a Yamua Yabia, my friend is saying, I King Kokwata. Also for them, King Kokwata, Antimata, aka Mrs. Kokwata, Yachao. Minia, what friend is saying, there be a Missy and I'm refi. Minia, Nanaka, me Tem Smith. Achimqua number one of baby, I will be a child and come now and I'm more holding. Minia, no, a man, that's him, by a. What for Patrick? You're a brand new Atrangana. Oh, and that was 5 minutes.
And Roffrey.
And I'm saying that was for you or 5 minutes away from me. No, about now.
So, no, kind of so we're landing to your friend.
And I make me with them crowd. I made to the question of Wabba, and that's how it's all the up. Yo, Valentine, we didn't become. There be a Mikasa political parties. One more you one big power penom refio. Labour was struggled 14 years. That's how no abana Yamiayo Adam no do abesiso. Sad drama no conservative commune away yard and I mean pray. Now we are the way I from no way I from. And almost was started same thing. Here the home, here the Besuja, I'm a shankwem, and yes, I can. Into one more causes and I win a year and away. So far, no. Marco, I couldn't uncle ye. Mobile no my homework and I'm who the reason why, you know. Obi also person or yeah, you know, one man business. Well, sometimes I commend you yesterday. Our friends are only acquainted. Just one more speculation. I said, no one headlines are no, but I go back to a good and then I just found out this car and now I'm MP. The point is all this kind of 2024 and not be MP 2025, right? But the Lord may say you have to state our funds from a previous year. And teacher, I'm no anymore, but I'm I can't home ready. So now they cry. Anyway, you follow politics deep, you know. You understand now the Friday is a criminal because that's what I say my best kind of. And I want
Martin Pacha, the names of Taiwan or so.
Well, you see 1.4 million cash, and the other than I what the Uber Kruma. What is to be granted 20,000 pounds?
To me, yes, sir. To me, yes, sir.
You bet two straight, unless it's our Nippon or Tonkan and our Tom property on the criminal. You bet two immediately. What on what me 1.4 million cash. I well, also be prime minister, but I want to say, there's a politics in our country. Nipa you fed up with the main parties, you know. Assembly will be back and be another to Nakakoi. Yet Tikroma no Bakatra is a Brexit or 300 billion. I about NHS. What do you now, funny enough, no so said the entry of this can on this newspaper a friend interview. I can't reward initially, apparently the money was given to him for security for the rest of his life. I feel the no so said I can't this kind of man because say in the work or year or Brexit, Brexit or year and the day you man Cronin was saying. Into where one more 71 because now Valentine. Yeah, quickly. I make 3 days and the cancer your friend is saying. Arrest the Kokoso Ghana and then free speech. Your politics now, air kind. Valentine, me, I grew up in the barracks. In the barracks, you know, you have to think straight way out. I say, you're rough. You come out of barracks and then you to me casa rough. Now out the barracks, I want to me. Obey to me because radio, no, the open yet. Sadly, my complaining for years on this radio. Yeah. Now, the one is annoying. He said, maybe I'm the NDC have a big problem because. So one want to the Kevin Keller, Communia, Acasabrinka, where the Omu in case okay. But the first one showed you, be no what down the Manacoro. okay, Abeka tell persecution now.
Yeah.
What did I mention? I say,
we are right.
It San your man, no, my na Ghana, your problem does so. And yet, hey, now maybe I me patch on this. There me time could I say. Onipa baako kasa mi akɔkye na ne ya de nneɛma akyekyɛ ya nim tete kaka moto bi si aka we ya ne say
as omo ko war
that means just me na me be say we okay as people and I say
we are not okay
that's the bro ni
na that you my ntio na enko
wow
yeah
oh okay ma say the okay ana pay the ben fa konya so na ntia e ma ko do for Mama say wa Dr. Barry, I'm ridiculous. Man with you upon Isadora Manchester. And then the women's wing for Chiamo.
Okay.
And then the campaign manager Sharon of Hertfordshire.
Okay.
I'm a chairman man. Marcus Joseph and I'm national and so kind of. Now, such a bit also this year. We are by my family. And I do leave after David. And then my name is now South London Deputy Vice Chairman, Nana B, and I'm watching. Grant, and I'm here, my incoming president. And two for PSA, Nana German, and Mahmoud Baumia. Now, my son, Quatin Sayamano. The 2028 in Ghana for said, I am more born here. Omuda boa near the number one woman na almost over the own put to the Alaji Mahmoud Bamia, a catcher, say. Go be now, the man from Bardia, the Achay. I see a fucker and papa so. Incense you. Now you're too good. Not Ghana for your home. What did the man and couple? But a quiet and a breakfast swap, you be two. And you know, say no. Name kidney failure. Name way jaundice, other diseases. And dear kindly waiting your fashion. You got Dr. Mahmoud Baumia. I was part of the campaign team. What didn't you know what church I will about for fire as your fashion? Ghana for ends, Emma, the district Congress of free with you. Or catch say electricity. We are not able to. You bet me that we are a solar system. I'm a electricity, about 60%. Ghana profit or more. Don't Mama, and then Nanda, and to put your mind down for you. And then, you are natural side. Or who go to phone over the question. You catch your almost say, somebody don't Mama back, do so that's not back. And 3 years, Kufuado, I'm a show boy, I do pray my year. A big book, one and almost come with some trade. But I'm trying to make a nimono. I bring in some more kind of one. You know me, and I had a from her. And I done the money, Mamma buy or party about 75 judges. I go all the Supreme Court, various way court. And I'm the one. It is a bring it to me, catch the say, or be a pack of MP and this area. It's just I need the whole claim. Therefore, you know, Obia, what the criminal library law about. That's a bit many can be a year. You need military rule, and there's no be to be Canadian. I put a one idiot. And then they won't come out and only get some cry with me, Eberton. Near with so, Valantam. Criminal library law is under trick. And if I are so for you, I have one or two. Take orders or what have you won't. Send you or two one and not see I'm about to say. And then what you're transcend. And there were Muslim and Wulina who be to be a bit more triumph.
Okay.
And none of you know who say, I remember one day a question, and I can't give you perfect. My own cassa. And when I am an enemy, Marcus and Yajan, also by was a political party. Marcus, I not make such a both the NDC and then move because. MPP was not to me for MPP. And then
I can say, Kevin Taylor almost shielded, and I don't know a massive problem. But you try to condemn.
What our political party was people NDC, and I'm saying, what did the cancer NDC? Or I said it by where you're
okay.
And your man to Kafra. And then
say, be a good citizen, not a spectator. And
Yes,
see, NDC na what abemu. Then you can live and a conservative. Who was the NDC and you were your ya, or most highly can tell it to me the some estimate you will be a 1,000 man, I will free. You will use your rap.
Kofi Francis into you
Ivan, good morning.
Yes, sir.
Ivan, Obi Bejina was here electing as president. Now, okay, cancel. Now, in several answer filler. Yeah, can't or a trophy and answer or here. What do you use for that person? Then on the credibility, Anna.
Yeah. So, there. We'll see there.
The president, or say, Oba power, school feeding, Obama business, Obama teachers, Yamuma to tell the
Barona Dusu, the cream. Aruna don't leave your
only African tradition and democracy, because look, we should always be open and say how it is. Because look, the man is taking it for a mud. Because he said a lot of things which he has not. He even called the Supreme Court judges unanimous 9FC or whatever he called them, which was a very big insult. Nobody talk about. Look, somebody say something about what is going on here. But it's not good, And let me quickly go to that Patrick. Look.
Francis.
No, he said something.
No. It's good.
He shouldn't be attacking me personally. If he attacks me.
When he come, no, I don't want you to, because you started it. I don't want you to travel.
But you heard him yesterday.
No, you started it. You started it.
I didn't start it.
No, Francis.
I don't know.
Francis, you are here. No, listen. Don't fight. You are here to bring your submission. You are talking about what is happening. Forget about Patrick.
Okay, let me brush that thing up. Look, people are seeing how this government is so irresponsible. Look, I heard the president say, "Oh, look at what he's saying. Look at things that we are saying. Is that part of democracy? Look, when President Akufo-Addo was in power, they said Akufo-Addo. What they said he should die. People said a lot of things. And then someone was saying Bobia's son was arrested. He couldn't even say why he was arrested. Bobia's son was arrested because he said our first lady has taken lands and all that. And the police said, come and help us verify where you got the information. They invited him 7 times. He didn't go. That's how they arrested him. Okay. And let me quickly go to look, we Ghanaians, we are not. Look, we are not stupid. Like we come on here to talk. We talk for the sake of Ghana. Look at what the Deputy Minister for Education said. He said we build schools. We didn't put in facilities like toiletry and all. Okay, you said a school will be built by a renowned educationalist like Professor, and he won't put toilets and all that.
Don't let your heart boil too much. Don't let your heart boil too much. Yeah, that's it. Thank you very much. Francis Sudia, no. Ebufuno adoso. Kwame Peka into you.
Conformidation of ne akwanyo. Menchia di kamfo na yemo yenu ama no mabaso. Dache hima osaya praise yensan and maintain no. Yebeko so support no na yatona church for you na Nejuma Sweni very dedicated woman and she yebeshe nedru ho and so with those people are omo fa omo say yento omo so aba omo nyina no ye kusua ye hwehwem wa Nejuma Sweni no wunimo ho na going forward and of course what you say very humble questions is free speech under siege? May I answer yes. We are under tyranny regime being led by an oppressor. In the coming days in the MPP, we've listed series of programs. Sometimes we are forced to actually give a clue for 2028, the coming event. And so what is Abronia is being made a Yoko boss. In fact, you follow near Mapa. And the woman say, you officially, you show a common international community. So, such oppressive rule, and John Mahama or the Ebano, we can't stand it. No, when you're to football, Valentine, when people are voicing out, they are venting their frustrations out. Now, so Kasha. Now, see, I'm more bonny we are being to a crowd also Sabria. Now, ye Kasa. And no who
you don't encourage that.
Senya ye who would the amamo bonny passage, say any, also Mayan Kasa. Ofa who Jane Papa, because under him, wouldn't under Kufuado and Anamahama, a supporting Kufubi who were planning to upstage the president. And now you was a Papa I've forgotten the name of President Memory. All these people who show more comment. And now you know 1 year or mono. Who see this current president, the comment of party here, not also support to say coup NC. Okoya for a friend saying international community for him, Ekokaya Chantron in a goom. And now bit to make us a DC. We are very incompetent. We are coaching up. For saying that your work is being assessed, and the only conclusion is that we are very incompetent. And the next day, he's been arrested.
Okay.
And that's your mama.
Yeah.
Now, you're trying to say the answer. Oh, but you're doing you. You catch the Ghana for. And you know, send your medical cano. San Ebeye. Send you so a year, San Ebe follow. Young Conquer, not an opportunity flow from Oho. I tell for young Mountain, Yamadiasi. Valentine program, now your TSCIFA submissions being made by some people. So why should you because of me neutral people? There's no neutral person in Ghana. See, not in the pa will be anyhow. As I done to a turn and car or acting as somebody. Or you're from the CPP ground. Nimian and another Gantua. Say, why would you have empire from Biano? Or more NDC card bearing members. In fact, these are the people at your mama by, the so called CSOs, and, according to Anyaneme. Omunya WhatsApp platforms where you pure Moka, say, Omunya the burden of your mama. They are not neutral.
All right.
And if you listen to them, you think, say, these are neutral people. And such platforms, so, may I not mean who you represent here?
No, but you have to go. Because now I'm going to change.
No, they're saying it's a Valentine.
The reason why you should understand politics and say you have this influx of people which does not divulge in your favor.
No, on the platform that is not
listen. No. But the person who was speaking, he was speaking. I mean, they allow him to speak. Why should you? Because initially they have a problem with them, but they came to beg the party, say. They want their representatives. So it's settled. So don't get mad with these things. These are politics. People who do
but the point is that who platform this one, Valentine, even the host himself. All right. Or that mama, the WhatsApp platform, so you can Sonia the Bedena.
I mean, and that's Papa. Francis New Cross, ain't you?
I mean, Yamisha, but that's far.
Ain't you on a page?
I pay my baby, I would say. Last time I buy, I see my car, baby, madam, wow, peso share 19th of March this year, Mahama confirming. It's a big push project in Nara. There is no external borrowing involved. All the monies has been generated internally. Misramo 19th of March.
Francis, forget about this.
I said my main down. Maybe Jinaha Beka. Because me and Emma Buen DC. And I mean come a Buen PP. Because I don't get trophies or awards or anything for it.
Francis, the grudge I have with you, say. If every country borrows, so in your statement, it's invalid. That's my point. Because John Mahama will not use his money.
Listen.
Francis, free. The point is that it is not a gratitude for a government to say, I'm not going to borrow. The borrowing...
I
had no borrowing. No,
if you're able to... part of the world, no.
What you said, now, mean you have problem. They say, well, see, that's what you said. Incoherent
push the big push projects water and these are major infrastructure.
But an incoherent statement because abano ojibosia edituanko foka which soji because
what big push
Francis don't try to play smart. You have to understand, say you goofed. Wajibosia and no end of story.
Okay, I re-emphasize that all the big projects.
I hear you.
And let me remind people to say, I get Bosia na cripple Africa. Third world country, Bosia. It's a trap. To make sure say the interest rates are so because you come on Bosia, you can Bosia about the interest rates and you be na Africa for you no.
Okay.
Until they make sure say you're paying high interest into a cripple country, you know. You so much say will pay so much interest. It was a canal moody a kitwebi. Eventually, no one done it like say Uganda more say one of those African countries are on airport to Chinese for taking over then they take over your assets. See, unfortunately, Bosia the Anyadepa, and a Bosia so compare for at the pa bit my bois Africa krone tumpa. So process
don't dwell so much on it.
Okay, fine. Oh, fine. Oh, honestly, I tear for Mommy Mongo because once pray, their political career is over. Because 2028, they will not come to power. Until I say before and you catch them or catch them. When you are dom nana don't baumia any abamubuma also be a catch. Hey, come on. What say ho? Jeffrey Subaka BB said then amount for TMU. Na party you want to me baby do money. Jeffrey unfair. Jeffrey, let me tell you, MPP no yen na bedwa mo. Ya bedro MPP attach. But let me tell you, we are seeing men follow just for following sake. Be bold. No dauda, no game no making up your mind. And I baby I don't want to say don't want to call say be a platform obi have come for to am come for bia you be ba ma bogu bro be strong and bold na be come again. Party I want to be do my name on the head na o down party we chi ebe to say yaman for yakasa me kasa yitime. Oh, unim over the years Amakasano, the only people did when it's him realize that I'm genuine and honest. I don't talk for any prices or I'm not here for NDC or MPP. That's it. Look, big push and back and boy you chrono into we will back them.
But when you started, you didn't make mention of big push. You said Aban you to me boom my NG Bosia. And I'm saying it's a lie.
Thank you.
So that's why you just want
to Mr. Time be a man over some minute
Francis here. Me problem. Unji unfun son tum and you have to accept defeat because you goofed. But you just want to play the mischief. And I'm not
wrong.
These are
major projects. It is Papa said Mahama. As some more kind where ultimately so all the
Francis can go free. They are okay, free.
Oh, come on now. I said there will be some say now Burkina Faso credit to me here when the
Burkina Faso. Now welcome Burkina Faso winning.
Oh, the requirement from community baby. Yes, I
Francis, why are confused? Why are confused? Why are confused?
You throw these things in to throw people off.
Because what you are saying, statement I will put you in say. You to me boom my yenji bosia.
And I still maintain it.
Oh, T. And now, was
because to me, you're quite not
I don't want to.
Finance Minister. No, I say Fita Kopa Bosia left, right, and center.
Francis,
so and near my way in
Francis, you can own your research. The point is that, and I'm catch you say, I buy no crown, or give 17 billion, because on this canton, now also on Bosia, and I make sure what Bosia.
Big push, Mahama. Oh, I have go big push on the national list.
Who by one can big, who by one can big, we see. You to me Bumaya Yenji Bosia. That is a hypothetical statement I will make.
Thank you.
So why are you running away from what
you say?
Oh, now Asama Woka no and Tosma means so many say. Asama Woki, who's in the 1 minute. Who the first face now because they be a metaku, consumer can you valid into the face in the uncle. Face.
Now undermine me submission.
And some who can then to assume. Yanko.
Adena, one call the others no so the same.
Because in some who can Francis, I have to say, Timbia, you want to make an issue. But I now can him say it is a falsifying statement now we make it. Because Nipan Wajib was here track, I was Yanji Bosia, and I'm saying, now as I'm now man paying on go find the to go music and find. That's what I'm saying.
I think that Mr. May insists to say the minute I finished that statement, you jumped on me.
Okay,
and
then quickly,
then chain of thought.
I hear you. I hear you. Make your statement and let's leave.
I give me so nya botron. Once again,
oh, menya botron.
Oh, that be make us anka omi make submission wie ya no see ananko after the what beside your questions.
Enu no hu hia sisi
na ye dey buy
ya can here who say your unilateral statement and ye what bibia I to say mischief statement they say Francis himself small can tropa no di but o person me ne ya adwen and what unilateral enu so be him say
ade ba ko a member bo abaso no say na MPP was no na ye omo chiche amanfo ne ade na asema ye ba ne criticize ade o kai ye say ayi enye na adomu na echiche nkrofo the police institution in the year to be sell o sisi a ye ma free speech in question or under threat, you know. Mr. Remind yourself and your listeners, say institution in the year, Juma. Anybody all kasa, yengina anietio, and to maintain the stance you had during the MPP time. Now,
Banda minka bibia contrary to the minka bibia me say. So be fumra yemfa ndi. Sana mekaye.
And let's maintain that.
That's I don't know. Maintain.
What say the institution in the
me say Kevin Taylor, he was shielded by the court, which it shouldn't have been done so. But where sir, you pave way for others to follow suit. That's what I said.
Yeah, that's
it. I mean, sure. Fred, you uncle.
Onyamisira say when di abrante yi enfri sontam.
David all right.
You the radiase pa say na wotwe mu minya adade mai na mom mekotie wo akire ho a mete say Francis yi oye arrogant na oba radio isu begu ne ho anu ase epoto onim said ya omai amambu eti na nesemo fitikika say onimu say amambu yebu abra ye nje bosia na de ben yi ade ben na si na say ya to force no nyina confess say wa je bosia ade atuatua nkrofo ka enti oye so very sir Francis oye so typical ya ogu ne ho ani masia ne say ohunu say so obepacho say asema meka
ye yenja Francis yenko enim why yenja no yenko enim yes obe wisi utai
me de radias so ogu ne ho ani masia
wo de yenko enim yenja Francis de ono sa no be
yo anope wo de minti o ma wadwuma pa na ade ye me fe wo ho ne say said the Oma Francis time we ote me nka che wabua me time ni nyina no say kufu na wo de
Francis there no o make hypothetical statement And he just want to make sure, say, what he said, no, he was right. And I mean, put to say,
okay,
or make a statement that there were inaccuracies of his statement. So I have to put the statement where he got it wrong and where he got it right. Until I think, say, he will not understand, but later on, no,
he will understand. Who
the Francis? You are in opposition. Francis is also speaking unilaterally.
Exactly. I don't think me be a hypothetical statement.
Statement should not be Francis' statement. It should be your own statement. Yes, let's say.
The tiana say, Oka Sembi say Mahama Abeka say, Sika or the you may be internally generated into your Bobosia outside. Now, a dear nature say, Ura Mahama you obu my Oka Sembi as a genedi. Merchant bank, na Mabu Edikai, or catcher say merchant bank, young tone da. Dear Nessie. Ubet me akaime. Yehu ya ne se wato oma ton bank na ma wo ho ya ne nua de ka wo bank no mu oma fa bank no ya ye won dia enti obi say no o kan sema me ade na wo mu a se me di ne di dia no kure na wo mu ya se me di ne di enti wo ye so ayi se wo de wo gi Mahamadi na mo wura kufu ado a obeye neema no wo ba na obeso pa na bedidi na temokwa ye nyina ye nim wo stands. Okay. Ye nim bia wo tina enti wo ba member pretend to be who you are not. Mpateku a won de nwante homa afra won ho no. Wo de akura de wo ye west chance a. Na Valentine. Mami bisa wo kwame pekam ase de nyame kasa kire no say asem obeka ye bi me beka. Abenyi Owura Mahama beso amembo mu 1.5 years enino. What cool issues be? What is so be raising coup d'etat issues be? Good. Enti NDC4 to me hama coup d'etat ama soldier fo bi ni enkrofo bi e kan won tipamwe ama ye kire won. Owura Mahama e betira se pie su ka kire se benkuta ye de ye coup ana. Wante sasem wey. Yeah, obi Owura ayi atoguba nenua ekogina Legon campus ekoye lectures say Ghana is ripe for coup. Okay. Wa membu a na ekoso sabre na wo say membu kankan ya ekoso na yi a. Say obronika say amembu ye incompetence a na say eye kankan time pa na ekoso no. All right. And rano nsema ye tete ne say African Games Owura Kufuor do see stadium with all activities, manner of activities. Africa for nyina by luxurious food. Yeah, about to me provide the one ebe di agro for call ye and then Kofi Adams ne sports minister. Say on by you see the same agro no Ghana stadiums near there no infrastructure no ho dada. Aduane kaka ye be provide the athletes no adane anim guase. Eno ye to me nka na unim me pato me wo so ana
yana fesi na unsem na
yo de bia be munti na me bisa no ayi ye kan say a honhon kronkron enemy akasa say 2028 amemu besi so yes unti ebesisa na atiti na ekwo me pato ma manosika kramesero atiti na ekwo so no me friend me de manage ho akasa if you say yes na won twade ato wo no okay now we the arrogance of power your vice president ni nuanom ma super sofo ne ahemfo ne mpanyinifo o hye ho na onkasa onya hwe yehu dia oye na wo hwe emrantie se samida fi Malik Basentele any Deben Bandi Mustafa Bandi nom atiesim ni ye membo besese na mre ye dinka
so era se pa Fred nso dia no oba enti oni anko.
Yeah, good morning, Val.
Yeah.
Which ya mema no mabeka send na special greeting from
men divorce. Once I'm out on a men difference me why? Men dinner.
What's my head?
Is men difference is a cheat. Now Francis do dinner here.
Oh, that near Becca Savan was started warning.
Oh, me warning, keke. Me oba when you warning.
Anyway, Maminchia, Yabua for
me say who some who some can. Tina make catch me too for keke.
Yeah, manifesto for your information. Into the
other manifesto, me say who wants some can. Who difference here?
Just to four.
Obana, you said the American correct, but person be oh, sometimes a mamma.
And now, my Francis, 10 minutes, and tomato me comprehend that. Oh, Nini, Tamayana de Mano. On comprehend that. Pensioner, one with Tamayana de Mano.
Also, Patrick, also on your pension, also your friend Patrick.
Oh, no, they are no about Pimon Crawford, woman, no, you didn't know no woman, Matrix here, or Beppy Womakutia. And I'm going to say, hey, catch a fee. So be the nucleate, or be an implantia, and any business, and to a man on one business. Yeah, I'm catching it.
That's I betunful.
That is my warrior.
That's a
what be the candia so be it. Yen Yanuma, woman, woman, prati, any business. Men so be makuti amenya me prebinet nyam ne me krumi ja wale akofa bema me kofa bema wo bra wo degis
oba na uma
ne bema wo betena me so enti wo gwa
oba we politician until same be sad men
ma me che aboafo soronko ajatufo Mr. Abi enini awon monyafo Mr. Abi nti na wo ya mental mouse no va Mr. Abi ye wo bia engineer Wayanknania wafa kainfo anwonafoɔ ɛne esremufoɔ na bro sign kesi awasi ɔde wɔn magum na ɔde bi asua adwuma na ɔbɔ bi jetile even wɔn mɛmu ha wɔtreni bi ama wɔn de bɔ wɔn bra ɛdini ni ya menta ma wo so because of Mr. Abi ɛdi sɛ wokɔ nsila ɛkyerɛ Mr. Abi ɛnyɛ sɛ anka wɔn nsɛm na abɛkeka sɛ deɛ wo preachi anopa repent ne ade no kɛmɛ mu ayɛ ade sɛ wo so
obichi ya oyana
repent na wajama na go wo wajama be go na betu yefo
nini no esofo no esofo
wo nini wo be preme makuti ana makuti apem se me oba ya German burger Kwame Crodden Auntie Amas Auntie Grace Auntie Kwatima Auntie Efia Sapon Auntie Adwoa Fojuo Nana Adwoa Fojuo Sister Dewa ana se me refi brofudi na ka ho no na sister Nana Efia yaboafo so nkontu person obeboa yenya titru hoje detafo ye bibia boafo we mu na me fa telephone fo bi kra ho ma me fa telephone frɛ no no afrɛ me no odi sika atoma account enti yeslemo ye fo mu ni agro kra wo person obeka ho ye bie yakwaba mu obetimi abeka ho ame agyo eva Francis is who make a troda. Inflation who cried. Last year, we be chat from a good anymore. What's inflation? 34% you're better. Actually, 16%. We be good one was put all me can't me can. Oh, I know what's about the chat. Was a big push. Oh, buy your dynamia sister after all your mama, dear, or more bussy and moon mine. Just 3 days ago, you bet me a pray. Just 3 days ago, take me no I got to say, John Mama say, and I said, John Mama can say, National Cathedral, Cronum, Eba, no cray. John Mama can say, gay, ni lesbian, or bar 24 hours or best sign. What do you mean? So, John Mama can galam say, what the 48 hours best of galam say. I check cry, you now watch it. What do you mean? So, and to Papa way, or Gano cray. Papa way, or can a crank at a ministry committee final. Papa way. Obi a wo dina campaign platform so a otimi ka say ye ka no kra kakra ne e twatro kakra ye de frafra de wo beka ma nipa na dina dane ama wo bia no waka edimu ama dina da se nkutro no no ka amumutie ehu ne say ye no kra ye no mu de ye dwene nanane enti no sa papa no ka asema ye mfa na asem say President Akufo-Addo aka say me be ye free education na wo ba ye no no chi na ni bro afe ene mfie mienu na me wo ba ya de nti a me ye campaign ma no na makama no atom ebi ni MPP na short memory syndrome no me hu se wo NDC fo so papa program ya de koto we ya na wo ko ken va So we be called demonstration. Na wanya nimdie ni nyansa. Na akwanya yaye we change out muasena. Enipa ne ye ne be.
Public offensive act. Wa somra.
Aya me yasa awa ne refi no wa so de wo ye nyansafo panti aya me ya say the refi sta wet no. Ama a whole MP sasu edi wo mani mu wo sese kwan ni achi wo mani akopɛ sasu achi wo mu ba bia me anchi sasu kopɛ
okay o say unlawful assembly just say o police for akwaji order say wo right so betumi akoye you demonstration na one more regulations na wa form regulations no so no eno no police no betumi atwa aso we are betumi atwa aso nti
ena me ka no eno ti no say wo NDC ni what na wo ka say ye
owa kan okay oba yenti o line no kwa na oba yakọ all right Jeffrey.
Yes, sir, boss.
Yenti o anope.
Morning, sir.
Good morning.
Me want so.
Na line no ko yenti o quickly and fight.
Oh, okay, you sorry. Me want me kuma adwo awo do sin ti na kate no.
Yenti o.
Anyway, the American say, enti no say will be quiet demonstration no see akwan. As senior ma ehu ye disika aye near China NDC need to meet test ebe ka ho asem. Short memory syndrome. And one eku short memory syndrome. Na the aya can say ne Samusi mayen kasa yenum bidie mo pam ya no sabe ye de befa ba bieja ye nanfa enti ye beka ne na ka ne tena kana de tie na sa pro na mu bedidie ne ade na mu di ba power na mutimi ti anoma ba mu de nkrofo ko gina kota wa che me wo ba ya no sili bedi adanse na no ba ya na ye adwuma enti bedi adanse we nyansa semuni enti da bia ye bedwale ama bodamfo abeyi ye ntoma adwane da bia because ye beba be kan ye nyansa sam ama bodamfo abedi yechi ayi ntoma ayi wo mu ntoma adwane enti endo bodam ani wo kanya sasam mo be kan impredu ye be ma mu aye impredu
ye open to kwadodo ba ya open to kwadodo Jeffrey yenti o ni enko.
Oh yeah, thank you. Me chair anti obaya na me chair minian ma ba kasa ko nyina so asama nka me beka na anti obaya be ye free manumi o hwe ayi Francis mami kan kire wo ho oni pe biara a obeji jomama atum meka cho se bi na wadwene wo fom
adai and too harsh.
I'm telling you.
No, too
harsh. Mami mo fact no. Mami mo me ka kire obetimase me kire mo obetimase. Sure. This man on 2016 dum so preso na ye bisa ne say adan na kane no dudum so ka kire say mobile phone amount for charge and biblibinti yeah no obey ofi obedura obi kwa be ka asase mi ma wo say education minister ene kotwem say ono ba obeyi sika na ma headmaster for name matrons no am mokodwom akota ponchi akota agbalema ne atonkate ne ato bisi e bogire so ye no matter we ye oba e wetin
oh yeah na arona drusu yi fi ho
me say wa yehu
oh yeah na arona drusu say
the president say a whole president I take a decision say this is what I'm going to do. Now send the education minister to me chomwa. Now who is the president?
No, nche ono haro na drusu che say. I say I didn't know no. Enkofo no and comply with the rules. I say fine.
Me question no, me question na
no. Question no, but he's the president, but he's also the minister.
Okay. So that means the president didn't talk through the in the program no deba no. He didn't.
Okay. Agreed.
What's the material?
Agreed.
Yes. It is any point when no one so dia. That's all the online president inti Kufa do the nyame separate when you Kufa do ni ba umi no ntu the nyame ase. Who know what you form? Obi o kete say oba abetu boho ewo kokwase. No wo ba wo to se see if you oba or 10 years kro bi ka kire say kokwase okutu boho e de tank ekosi so e de water cocoa. How can you water cocoa?
Okay.
Let's assassin is no the Casimir. No, Francis. What was assassin? Would you to or a good president? What do you want from? No, what do you want from? Now, my memory, Galam says so.
Quickly.
But, me last me catch her say you're here for. It means sorry, Jinao say. Galamso Montiasia, obedient me to Galamso Ghana.
Yeah, I'm not a custodian.
What would demonstration cost will break home?
Me hupa.
No, he didn't well, yes, or he break home in a woman, yes, for. But at Nakoyana or Honestly, Obia Quagilative free, Minas Commission, but will be too good. Nobody almost original. Say, they just won't break home for you now. Now, no one can so obey because Oma demonstrate at your home.
Yeah.
And say here for no, I hear for say no Ghana. Where say they all have a hand in the Galamsey.
Yeah, they are complicit.
Because said the Omen to me now and Casa. May say your mind. May a dear Magina Horn Sevan. Say me free her, say me ko Ghana. Na me told you free had your Ghana.
And also a long process. A very long process, and you're right because I don't know what things you go, but we should. And okay, you should say protect and they know you're doing.
No, you know, me, Kaya, one, me, Galapsy, I did be on me, Mr. Mitchell, me at times, me, time,
yes, my cousin into Yentuni, but they want to avoid paying taxes. Oh, and to who are by one fancy shamba, because Nipano and person between tax or person who could illegally. No, young.
I guess a tax on person between
and I'm making so we are no legit. So you pay taxes on that. That's what I'm saying. So with mine small scale. No more to ya tax.
Now some prefer say don't pay about your tax. We don't go near the river bodies.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Okay, that's it.
What you say? What is not about tax? This is about the welfare of the people.
All right.
I have found them in case you say I have focused on Ghana and I want to make a galaxy. So, Omina won't be. Because it will be met me as original. Omina won't be. Without.
All right, Jeffrey Diano. Nini, let's hear you.
Evan.
Yeah.
John Dramani Mahama is a nation builder. Ghana is under construction. And I believe that before he leaves office, Ghana is going to be a crap.
Obaya says now you are a preacher. You have run short of words, so now you are a preacher.
Oh, Evander, I pray that God elevates us to a greater height.
Okay.
To become a beacon of faith and hope for others.
Okay.
Evander, you know what is happening? Law is there to regulate the minds and the character of the people. So if you fail to abide by the rules and the regulations, you will be dealt.
So that is what you are doing is persecution, because under the law, somebody has done exactly the same, and then you have shielded that. Yesterday, I have a confrontation with you talking about the contradiction of a judge sitting in the court, allowing Kevin Taylor to go scot-free. You have shielded him. Now you, in one breath, say that somebody has also insulted the judge. That complicity was made from Kevin Taylor, and Abronye too also emulated the same steps. So now you are prosecuting Abronye. Why do you have to exonerate Kevin Taylor? That is my hypothetical question to you.
Yeah, Valentine.
Yes.
Let me explain something.
Explain. Let me hear you.
You see, in this world, all the hands are not equal, all the fingers are not equal.
Oh, is that so?
You see? So, I will do it. I will go free. Somebody will do it. He will be apprehended.
So that's one is
so
discrimination.
if Abronye think somebody have done it, so he's also going to do it. You see where it has landed. Like I said, you have to sanitize the system.
Now, when you do so, you are being disingenuous about your reportage. Because the point is that we want a tranquility and sanitization in our system, which you are aware of what you are saying. So when you do so, and you shield Kevin Taylor, because you in this platform told me I should go and listen to Kevin Taylor. I told you that I will never listen to Kevin Taylor because Kevin Taylor should know better what he's doing. He's trampling upon people's rights. At the same time, he's endangering his life. I told you. But you have seconded what he's doing. So in this motion, you are tabling the motion to me that Kevin Taylor, what he did, because you are in power, you have the executive powers, you have shielded him And somebody who is on the opposite side or the injured person should continue to suffer because he has not got an appendage of somebody who can rescue him from that bondage. So you support Kevin Taylor. Is that what you're telling me?
Valentine,
yes,
do you
boss.
believe that if Kevin is in Ghana, will he continue doing what he's doing? Because he's outside. So Abanya could have been outside and he also get a freedom to say everything that he wants to say. And look at this boy. This boy in America. What's the name? Oh, he walk on the street and he sought everybody.
Trey Jonas.
Trey Jonas. You see? So Trey Jonas is also doing it. If Trey Jonas is in Ghana, he cannot do it. So this is the fact. You understand? Let me move to another. You see, the Green City, we're going to build 1,000 unit blocks in Green City. They know it. You see, they've not mentioned it. I've been watching them since 3 days. We cut the saw.
Who have not mentioned? You are supposed to. You are
the MPPs have not mentioned it. Because it's coming from NDC. They have not mentioned it. Green City.
They will not mention it because you are arresting people. And I told you I told you that.
You see the way they are.
I told you that. I told you that the good things you are doing will be covered because if you keep arresting people, it undermines whatever you are doing because you know that I want to achieve this aim and objective. It is my prerogative to make sure I do it for the benefit of the people. Now, in another breath, you are arresting people to cover up that eventuality. So who do you want to promote that? You do it incognito.
Valentine, we shouldn't forget. We shouldn't forget that MPP did more than what we are doing now. MPP did a lot. Look at this, those who went on this, how do you call it? The guy was saying it this morning. I heard it. They were demonstrating against Galamsey. How many of them were arrested? About 50 of them. How many of MPP has been arrested? Only 11. And you are crying. Look, they've done a lot of arrests. Even in election, they started shooting people. They killed people. Did MPP come out to say that? Did MPP prosecute these people? No. So they've done too much, Valentine.
So
look,
it's a payback
if you want
time.
to close one eye and open one eye.
But what you are saying, anything that you say that the government want to achieve, what you are saying now has covered up that eventuality. So you are saying it incognito because nobody will see what the government is achieving. That's what I'm saying. If you keep arresting them, this will be the repercussion on your government. That's what I'm telling you.
Valentine, this will never be because the problem is Ghanaians. Ghanaians have weighed water and appetite. And they've seen which one is heavy. And about this Lee, I heard Lee saying something about Abuja. He should come out again and let everybody hear. Then I come to reply.
Lee is on the line. Let me pick him. Lee.
Yeah. And even one time, he gave me an assignment. The report will come next week. Now come to read the report to him about the harbor. I've paid guys to go around and make inquiries for me, and they will bring the report within the week. I'll read the report to him. So I'm waiting for the report.
Okay, all right. Lee, ain't you?
Yeah, hello.
Yes, sir.
Valentine, Madam Melanie, MPP for no more, Kasani, Ghana for almost young and
okay.
And then I wrote some woman and said, a northern part of Ghana, Honoma, near the drones, a supply in Nua for emergency near them. A year could be a friend of Kusali, and net in Ibako pet, and the worship compound. Oh, a was a chronophone.
Yeah, may who be
a friend in Nafisa. Or Baba said no, Ediako Kusali, Akubu. The post motorbike no deko and not coffee home.
Yeah, me who be sir. Yes, sir.
Womra anka we anka drones ejuma. Na service kafache. If you are working with people who are the intellectual capacity of a child of 9 years, this is the results you get. Because they were naturally born incompetent, whereby their low humanistic and developmental intelligence is very low. I did where we just a life wasted, or some I was killed such as it was still be. and the way I feel to me, Kwame Peckham. A year Kwame Antoine Mawuke, or no other board is full, or the DMPC board so Papa. It's better than normal Kikadi, we didn't hear about me a presidential staffer. I have to pay 67% a month. It's a Pusa Muncheni a year. Now, near Peckham and said, oh, the uncle who will know about reduce, which is that they have lowered the bar. And go back to who you officer will come. Francis, before God and mine, who buy one can be here about the book, the big push. Who say, I buy no, I human to this level, or more business. From who you shoot the word cry external, who you shoot the word external. And I'm a catch all say, a year abano to Suno, what business was World Bank. What business was International Development Association? What business was African Development Bank? Then I don't know why I was someone. When you're a Monday, you was someone who can get a pepper you get about to no be a woo, and you buy a year will reduce. Why you want to say, who's the honor more cadet? MPP will stay in the opposition forever. Who's it?
I don't know. I know. Okay, yeah.
There be some about MPP. Now we MPP.
I mean, also because of one or two things in Tino Wejano. So I know.
MPP because you are no more an MPP member.
And I know MPP Nina's a BB had no can. I don't know what is the problem.
Masa, I give you what we ask more. Hey, yes, sir. Who a junior officer with the ball mind. To achieve political, achievement or whatever, you have to, the first thing you have to seek is to seek power.
Okay.
So that you can execute your policies and your programs. And you know, you need a good to deal and Kawama, and can I get a form by then your prayer futures? Kagana for then cricket every year under John Muhammad, not and Kola in your coin and go school, 150,000. How much is it? A billion prostitution, a billion prostitution, you no more yet, a billion armed robbery. But the moment you bring education to their life,
all right,
at least they can learn something. My next issue,
quickly,
African Games here, Master N. Grias, yeah, Nanami, your friend, the so called, or for Hosu Kakra. Hey, I dear way to say that here. There will go to say tickets here. Now, I just said it between a socket, no woman, I also no name of my support. That game's year host to 2023. We see the whole world bomb, especially Commonwealth nominee, you and nominee.
Okay.
Now, we're not 2026. Now, countries be brave, but so more host to. But as time, 2023, no money year, and no more Ghana. Yeah, Ghana. I said the Valentine Stadium 1-1. A hobo, idea. Bobo, or Pabrani, this Bobo to the Apple read a year. Bobo to me, boo. Yamen Quack a warning thing. And just a Baku, Mako, and 9. And you know, Moody, Ukoy chicken. And January time, MPP time.
You ever come on Monday until your phones, lying for last.
South Africa, if you call you chicken, you know, Russian. Because you are taking chum near the amount. A year toilet, almost possible. No toilet paper. A year air condition we used to, a woman there we had a year too much. After we had the end of one, who to know said, near your Nipapia, who here we are saying, and yet I would be. Name won't be in part. And they say, who you want the air calling now, Obia Cassette, and say, what happened? And Obi said, anytime that NPP is in power, they describe Ghana as the gateway to Africa. But when NDC comes to power, they see or they describe Ghana as the gateway to the jungle or to the zoo.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, that's it. Patrick, you're about 2 minutes. Your time, Naso.
Okay. I didn't make out and say, Misenka, Uyemi, I did baby. Kakrabi said, no, so I saw Jove, me can't. Kofi Francis wants him to make me now. Me now, Dominic, Omanka before imagine. And me, ma, a foot to Emma, Ghana for more say omuji pensions na omuye single parents na make can say. Uji single parent at the age of 65, 67 na be claim your pensions no. Scanner uji ni nyina de betie frame. Into certain member pension be a member £5 a week. Into na so munya sa single parents omu no mkoye adwuma. Enko Ghana budget no. But so what pen. Say Akufo de be free soon. O de scanner so nya $10 billion for meboa. For as a senator, so now the rate of the city near 14 and not 15, meboa.
Yeah, 14.
15. In this 15, no. So all the time here, ubenya 150 billion, meboa in cities. Uye accounting, meboa. So me show what they become. So just $10 billion.
Then I'll be so can now what can I say?
And as I say, tell me up, yeah, say current situation, dollar to cedi in say
11.
10 cedi.
It's 11 no.
Oh, I say 11 or 11 na. In those junction, in the Beko 110 billion. On them junction. Uti 110 billion from from 150 na. Ubenya say.
About the okay now, does it?
Ubenya 40 billion.
The okay now, does it come with?
Me person be so massive.
Because what was that you?
When there's a deficit, me can't show mukaka. When there's a deficit, the deficit in Kufa to more time, the inflation was about nearly 24%. Inflation was nearly 24%. Now GDP is almost about 70 or 80 above to the debt ratio. In the debt amount of money, cannot be rationalized to quantify at presently. Okay. Presently, if you look at the stability of the cedi to the dollar, and if you look at the GDP improvement now, and to the rate of GDP to the borrowing now, above form. In the substantially, when you are presenting a balance sheet for the following year, now you reflect it now. Because your exchange rate, what that time was about 15, and I say 10, there's going to be a deficit of nearly about 40 billion. But it's not like it's a loss. But that 40 billion have been used to stabilize the rate, the economic stability, the importation, the petrol price, the welfare of the people, and the development of the infrastructure.
Okay.
And if we get to Maboka,
so in the Bank of Ghana,
I prepare say, Kopong anybody will come back to us because
Bank of Ghana, and so wajatu the loss, no, and
yeah, wajatu the loss, but the loss is not actually the loss. The loss is easy. The loss, no, is not a fiscal loss.
The news, the interviews, and what have you, all packed and ready to go on your favorite radio station. On digital online.
Then I'm going to say, me can't say, oh, about 100,000 hour. All them channel. As at Nakufa the movie from, what they call Ghana, we have 1.4 billion, 1,400,000 memoir. Presently, no, what they call. There's a shortfall of 400,000.
Okay.
That 400,000 loss in your balance sheet in Ghana, no, it's not lost. It's reflecting about.
But we go to us next week. Why?
Okay, then we will be alright. We just want to be about economic analysis. Uncle bank trade, uncle cancer.
Patrick, no. Let me trouble.
Anyway, I come Madam for Julie, on any cook or more London. That is Julie, on a call peace from Chamas. Rase Bosra, the cool rule at the Panama, alongside